Right here. You want this helmet right here?
Yeah, I want to wear that.
Would you really wear it?
Yes, I'll rock that every show. Be like,
all right, I'll send you. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. Okay.
No, it's gonna cost money to send that sucker, probably.
Hey, it's okay. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, you want
I'm gonna wear it every show. What?
What is it?
You want it? I'm gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna support the hell out of it.
Hey, and guess what? I'll autograph it. I'll autograph it for you.
I'm gonna sell it later when you blow up.
I'll autograph it. I'll autograph it and says fabulous.
Yes, please.
Arkansas, you're gonna wear that while your boyfriend's ripping your guts out, huh?
Damn, you just went crazy, didn't you?
Damn, Houdini, you went all crazy on left field.
What is going on with you, sir? You've been watching too much cray. I don't know what you've been watching. Hey, Ruben, can you say a prayer for him?
See, that's what happens when. See, that's what happens when your mind goes the wrong way, Arkansas. So I was talking about ripping them guts with a schlong. You're talking about ripping somebody's gut with a knife. See, when you got a big dick, that's what happens.
We're gonna have to
little
mute you, bro.
Them little dick dudes don't know nothing about ripping them guts up. Just saying.
God bless it.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
It's so hard to breathe. It's so hot outside.
I see that you. I had a phone call a while ago. We were online with Tennessee Gambler. That's why I didn't answer it. I'm sorry that I didn't answer you right away.
Yeah, that's okay. It was actually at the cancer center, and it turns out that I have stage 4 melanoma. The only thing that can help it is my Cash App. Yes. The doctor said if I raised $120,000 by Thursday, I can get the proper medical treatments.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a #1 fan that's been here since day one. Here he is. Boom. Tennessee Gambler.
Tennessee Gambler.
All right.
What's up, my boy?
How we doing? Going back in that positive direction after all that.
That's right, brother.
That might be the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
I got one more, Johnny, if you want to see the other one.
Yeah, I want to see the other one.
This is the one that everybody's talking about. I don't think anybody's talking about this, but here.
Over the years, the man was known for frequenting carnivals and circuses. Now he's on YouTube, and now he's playing with his butthole.
Wanted to come in. Can't find his hair, but
I'll do this right here.
To the circus, folks. Welcome to the circus.
There you go, Johnny TV, everybody, and everybody loves it over here. And we all try to get along. And my chat room, I love my chat room. I love my chat room. Let me see that again. Come closer to the camera.
Is it close enough?
That's good right there, Johnny TV. There you go, chat room. There you go. He says he looks like my mother-in-law. Dale said that. I mean, negative T. I don't like negative T. Okay.
Told him.
It's all about positive T. Positive T. Okay. If anybody's got something to say wrong about other people, save it for somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't bring it over here. Period.
That's right. This is the happy house.
Because over here, Jim and Mr. X, Mrs. T, Betty Hayward are all loved over here.
Even the toe jam.
Even to the toe jam. Even to the Arkansas. Even to everybody that has donated to my channel. Everybody that has donated my channel, I got much love for them. Everybody over here loves Ty Corbin. And you know what? Chat room right now, we got a good chat room going on. And I love y'all. I love y'all very much. You know what I mean? Here it said, treat others how you want to be treated, no matter what.
Thank you.
Oh man, I got 2 calls. We were on the show. I had to go edit my channel last night because somebody called in.
Like when Miss T went to edit hers and then she just kept the dick in and left everything else out. Sorry. Love you, Miss T.
Yeah,
that happened though. It happened.
So Miss T,
you didn't let it slip. You got the right things. You edited them out. You got all the right stuff out of there. Good job, Johnny. I'm proud of you.
So So Mrs. T left the penis in there?
Actually, I don't
The
know.
hell?
Wait, no. Oh, okay. In her video. Okay, so this was the other day. She was streaming. This is not the other day. This is like a week and a half ago. She was streaming. She was doing true crime on Idaho 4. She had somebody come up on panel, and it was like this, I guess, Indian guy or whatever who's known for busting out his pee-pee, and he busted out his pee-pee, and it was like, and she got bamboozled a little bit, I guess. And then she went to edit. But the funny part was she went to edit it, and then she edited in specifically the inappropriate part. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're supposed to edit out that part, and you know what I mean. But I'm left-handed, and I make mistakes like that all the time, so I totally understand what was going on there. She just selected the inverse of what
Mrs. T wrote highlighted in extremely small package.
Ex-husband.
What the hell?
Hey guys, how are you?
Fucking Johnny.
How are you guys? How are you?
What the hell was that, Johnny? Were you snorting or growling at the camera?
One man worked at a carnival. He made his way from the East Coast to Los Angeles. He worked every possible ride until he made it all the way to the top. Johnny Yarborough. Johnny Yarborough TV. Once upon a time in the East Coast, a man worked in carnivals and worked his way from the bottom all the way to the top. Now, he's in Los Angeles and with a new venture. The venture that many have failed at, but this man has taken it to another level. YouTube, Johnny Yarborough TV in 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess what? He can eat butter. He can do it all. Folks, it's Johnny Yarborough. Johnny Yarborough TV is now on YouTube. It's showtime.
Yeah. Hi. Johnny's on mute.
Hello, everybody. Johnny is here at the TV show, and here is Miss Fabulous. Hello, Miss Fabulous. How are you? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. And I am so happy that I'm going to introduce you to my co-host as King Samoan, Ruben Sanchez, and Equalizer. And I'm glad you guys came here. I'm glad you guys came here tonight just to show everybody some love tonight. And the golden rule is going to be about the golden rule is to show love one another, treat others how you want to be treated. And
I thought your show was the golden shower, Johnny, not the golden rule. Sorry, I must have read that. Misread it.
You so silly, boy. You so silly. You so silly. I can't believe you. Oh, on. There we go. Oh, there we go. I had an
echo.
Can you hear that now? Can you hear me better now, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Fabulous, I tell the whole world how you doing, and you could tell the masses how you guys
doing.
I'm doing good, Mr. King. I'm doing really well. I had a good rest today, and I have slept very well, and I'm very, very, very better now. And Johnny's feeling really good. Johnny's feeling really good. Johnny's got a good head on his shoulders, and he wants to just tell everybody hi. And he'll be coming back up in a minute. But just let me tell you something. Equalizer, how are you doing, young man?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
I'm okay. You sound like you're kind of druggy. We just woke up.
No, I just haven't really been talking much.
Okay. Ruben, how you doing, sir?
Doing okay. Just trying to get this heater working.
Okay. How's your migraine? Did it go away, King Simone?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's pretty much gone now.
Okay, good. We all want to that no migraines or no toothaches or no tooth pain. Well, no tooth pain and no headaches and no migraine headaches should be upon on anybody. You know.
Right. Well, if you braid your hair too tight, it can give you a headache really bad. Well, I don't know. You probably never had long hair. Maybe you have. I don't know.
No, I never had long hair.
Yeah, I think I just braided it too high to my scalp, so it was giving me a headache.
That big head makes you look like a midget there, Sloth.
What's that?
That big mask head makes you look like a midget.
Oh, it does?
A little bit. You know the hardest thing about dating a midget?
Huh?
Just fitting in.
Hey, Johnny, did you want to say hi to your chat room? Everybody's saying hi to you.
Yes, I want to say hello to my chat room. Welcome, chat room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just want to say hello to everybody to K, Arkansas, Yelly, Nance, Mr. Jim Terry TV2, Mr. X, Grateful Nomad, the Sea Org, and who else is in there? Who else?
Okay, you can rub my temples anytime you like.
Who else is in there? PZ's in there. Purple Pixie is in there. A lot of people's in here. Melissa Moynes.
You know who I see?
Who do you
I see the sexy Grateful Nomad. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you. Go ahead and speak to her.
No, you know who I want to speak to? Is that Double D, Daddy Double D. I see Daddy Double D's in the chat.
Memphis Phantom, nice to have you here. I would like to have you call in tonight. Phantom, I'd like for you to call in. Gillespie Colt is here. Ange is here. Nice to have you, Ange. And the Sea Org, there we go. We need to see Daddy Double D tonight. Hope he comes in.
Right.
And everybody else that's welcome here. I want to see hello to everybody else in here. My chat room is real easy. Chat number one rule is respect the sloth and respect the panel and respect each other in the chat room. Don't be cursing at each other. Don't be being derogatory towards one another.
Shit. Don't say fuck.
You can say all those words, but don't. You know what I mean, guys. Don't bash each other in the chat room. Don't bash each other unless y'all really have to. Okay, Betty Hayward, nice to have you here, Betty. I'm glad that you're here, and let me go ahead and go get Johnny. Let me go ahead and get Johnny real quick, and I'll be right back.
All right. Oh yeah, Betty Hayward's in there. She does have a beautiful smile. I love her smile.
She's lovely.
Right. Oh, and I see old Chanel. Good to see Chanel, the voice of reason in this circus.
Chanel, nice to have you here. I'm glad that you're here tonight, Chanel. And Mr. X, I did send you the link if you want to come up. And Arkansas's Lauren de Lamita dos Santos, nice to have you come in. Chanel H, I love you very much. Chanel, Betty Hayward, if you want to come up on the panel, you can. Today is my 41st birthday. Will you guys sing to me? $2 super sticker. Yes, we'll sing happy birthday to you. Let me get your name real quick so we don't fuck it up. Dana Rea. Dana. Okay, you ready, guys? 1, a 2, A 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
You can tell we ain't no choir.
Grateful, you can come up anytime you want. If you're too tired tonight, I'm sure will be another night. You can come up anytime.
Arizona Travelers in the house. Ty Corbin. Ty Corbin is in the house. Ty Corbin's in the house. Everybody else that keeps coming in.
Good to see Ty. I'm glad Ty's here. That's awesome.
Yes, I agree. And Grateful Nomad is still here, and Maddie is here. Melissa, Jean Freach.
Oh, it is. You need to turn your TV off behind you.
Oh shit! Another foul.
Somebody in the chat said it. Thank you, whoever said that.
Thank you.
See, people are always looking out for you, Johnny. Nance, there's a girl behind you, Johnny. Johnny don't care. He wants a dude behind him, not a girl. Ruben, how'd your day go today?
Uneventful.
Shit, I didn't even wake up till 3 o'clock this afternoon. I passed out.
What is this? You're on live.
Oh shit.
It's Jose.
Hey Jose, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
You're on live. You're on live. You're on YouTube.
I'm gonna come over there real quick.
Okay.
All right. I'm downstairs.
Okay, Paul, you gonna let him in? Okay, so everybody, that was Jose. That was Jose. He's coming to visit me. Actually, he's coming to watch the show. Actually, he's coming over here to watch the show. Jen Freaks, nice to have you, Chase. Yeah, Stage Tech.
Jose likes to watch it.
Stage Tech 2, nice to have you here. Stage Tech. Arkansas, so you're going to come back up to on the panel? Let me see who's up on the panel. I think that Mr. X is right there. Let me go ahead and bring him up. Yep, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mr. X. And everybody show some love for Mr. X. Mr. X, how you doing tonight, sir?
Good. Watching the Royal Rumble right now. Watching you. What's going on?
Not much. Just being happy-go-lucky. And I'm very proud of myself that I'm feeling way better than I used to, and I'm feeling way better than a normal person does.
Good.
And I just want to say thank you so much for the intro. The intro is phenomenal. The intro is so good.
Thank you for letting me make that and being part of the show. I appreciate it. I know that I made it something a little bit more dark. I wanted to go a little bit different route with it. And not because I already made that one opening, you know what I mean, that you kind of have in the other thing. And I was like, let's make it just a little bit different. And all the footage I was finding that was royalty free out there was a lot darker. And I was like, this actually kind of fits with it. So let's go with it this way. And then sometimes it just happens that way,
Right. And can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Way too loud.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys can hear me.
You're super loud.
Am I super loud?
Supersonic.
It's like sound
How about now?
At me.
How about now?
You're fine.
Okay, cool. So he's too close to the mic, Nance says. Okay, I'm sorry, Nance. And super loud. Huh?
Oh, I was just saying thank you. Some people are saying that they like the intro and all that stuff. So yeah, there's this is a really phenomenal tool. I'll tell you this real quick, Johnny. They have that YouTube Premium, and you could pretty much put anything you want in there. Let's say you wanted casino sounds royalty free, and then you just download them for free. I mean, there's like a giant library of people who give stuff away. Obviously, like some of the songs, royalty free stuff, or it could be footage. It could be sound effects, music. So there's a lot of stuff that's out there. That's what a great tool. I don't have a ton of your back footage, so it's it's easier to do some. I like to do something that's completely, not like a recap video. Like Betty Hayward does that, and then I try to make it like a kind of a mini movie trailer. You know what I mean?
Mr. X, I have premium. Where do you find all that stuff?
You just type it in to let's say, for example, a circus, royalty-free circus footage. And then somebody will say, this video is royalty-free. If you use the videos, you can monetize it. And then you download it. Or it could be a sound effect like the heartbeat, or on the Jim Terry TV2, that loud sound. I wanted a loud sound where the stadium lights are all turned off at one time. That's what that is.
I see.
So, like, if you find stuff like that, they have a couple different versions of them. You download them. Obviously, there's a lot of post-production libraries and royalty-free companies out there that have music and stuff like that. But, who cares about it? I mean, but it's nice to get it on YouTube, too. And if you have premium, which is like $11 a month, you skip the commercials, and you can get that, too, if you're a creator. So it's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's the best thing I've ever paid.
Hey, Mr. X, so, like, you have to pay for premium, though, right?
Yeah, it's like $11. But
you can have 6 of your friends.
Yeah, you can give it away to people and all that stuff. The other thing is I've used Audio Blocks before, and Audio Blocks has, visual effects and all kinds of filters, music, but it's really high. I mean, I've used some of that stuff in movies. Like, people use those little, they call them stingers or small little, music cues. Like that Toccata, which is a Bach song. It's kind of a famous song, but I just edited it up together. It's the only thing I wish I was a better editor. It's just not my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and that sounds great. And if everybody can hear, yeah, there we go. If everybody can hear me in the chat room now, give me a 1 if it's a lot better. If it's not that more distortion, tell me if that sounds better.
Well, I'm able to turn my volume up more now, so yeah, I would say so.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's a 1. There's a 1 there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share this with you, okay? Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock. 6:30? Tomorrow at 6:30, we're going to have a second birthday bash for Miss Blue Diamond. And this is you guys' homework. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to, but everybody bake a cupcake or a cake, whatever you want to do. Bake a cake or bake a muffin or something like that. And we're all going to come over here and we're going to sing her happy birthday, and we're going to eat the cake with her while she's eating her cake with her. We don't want to let her fill out if she's eating a cake by herself. Okay, guys. I've already started making mine, and I think King Samoan already started making his, and Ruben Sanchez I think started making his, and I'm not for sure. But everybody, I'm glad everybody's here tonight again, and I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight. We're just coming on here to fill us up.
Johnny, I did get some good news today.
What's
I just
that?
found out one of my little brothers is having a baby for the first time ever.
Oh, congratulations!
He's going to be a dad here in about 8 months or 7.5 months, give or take.
Wow! Congratulations, that's good.
Yeah, well, he's came a long way, man. He had been in prison. He was a drug addict for a long time. Got his shit together and found a wife, and now they're going to have a baby. So yeah, it's exciting. I didn't think he'd ever be married or have a kid, to be honest. The way he
and
was
Miss Blue Diamond
and
Miss Blue Diamond says she's got her cake already ready to go, and that's good, Miss Blue Diamond. And congratulations, King Samoan, that your little baby brother is going to have a newborn baby on the way, and that's good.
He's married to a Navajo lady.
And like the Sea Org says, the baby now he's baby trap.
Navajo.
Sea Org wrote he's baby trap now.
They've been baby trap. Yeah, he will be. Wow, they've been married for quite a while now. They've been together for years, but
what state do they live in? Where do they live at?
Nevada. They were in Utah for the longest time, but they got out of Utah. No, not Mesquite. Northern Nevada. Reno area.
Wow.
Montello?
Hell no.
Reno.
About 300 miles away,
His
probably.
brother. I know Reno. Jose saying that
my sister
come
has
here, Jose,
6
come
kids,
here.
so I've been an uncle for a long time.
They want to say hi to you now. You're opening your mouth. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Here's I'm going to introduce you. Here's Jose.
Hey guys.
Yo.
I was curious that you said on the Reno because I lived there for 9 years.
I know we talked about it. Remember?
Oh, that's
on
right. That's
the
right.
phone.
That's right.
What do we know about Jose? I don't think I've ever met him before.
Come here, Jose.
Yeah, you saw him. He was
Get in
on
here.
camera.
Mr. X,
Remember,
you
he
got
was
to
on
know.
camera before.
Yeah, he was on camera before Mr. X on Jim Show.
Remember, everybody thought he was PZ.
Oh, that's not PZ.
No.
Is Jose a gay man?
No, it's Jose Cuervo.
Jose Cuervo, he's a straight man.
Does Jose know about the Adelitas?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In downtown Coahuila. in Tijuana.
Okay, yeah, now I remember the conversation.
Yeah, remember the
That's about as far as I know. Okay, you got that. Got that out of the way.
How about the Hong Kong, he says?
I mean, I know what it is. I've never walked in any of them, but yeah.
Yeah, I walked in all of them.
Hey, in the chat room, somebody says hi to you.
Hey, want to do a show at Adelitas in Tijuana?
If
Yeah,
you
that'd
guys
be cool.
did that,
Hey, you know what? That'd be a good idea, Mr. X. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, that would be fascinating because I've actually I've as many times as I've been down there, and I always say this, I've actually never walked in front of it. I've only ever been to the Pueblo Amigo Casino. I went to Revolution before, and I told my story before about the nasty stripper and all that stuff, and everybody walked away. But never been over into the El Norte Zone. But I've seen like YouTube videos, but I've never seen anybody go live. Not that I'm looking for it or anything, but I think that would be interesting. But I don't know how that would work once you cross the border. Like you still get cell service. Like the last time I was down there, you do.
Yeah, but I
God, if you did that, that would be interesting. But it's just you got to.
We'll leave that to the show, the day of the show, so you guys, all the questions you have, we can answer when I'm there.
Now, if you would just have to be careful with showing, you can't show too much. I mean, you couldn't walk around there to show nudity or whatever. But if you were giving a review of what that was in your dissertation about that on that subject, yeah, you could do it that way.
Is this place in Tijuana that I'm thinking that you're
Visiting
talking about?
Tijuana, and I'm just gonna stop by and have a drink.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of fun just to look at
in
it.
in the middle of the day at 12 noon when they open.
Yeah.
Go to Tijuana and film the taxi cab drive. Driving a taxi and film that shit. If you survive. If you survive.
I haven't been down there in forever.
No, it's not like that, man. The only target white skin pretty boys. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Well, I'm Hispanic,
Hey, I'm Hispanic too.
Yeah.
Yarbrough.
No, it's not like that no more. It changed.
Miss Crimson, nice to have you here. Miss Crimson, nice to have you come back in. Miss Crimson, you are one loyal person to all three of our shows. And we just want to thank everybody that's in the chat room are all loyal to all four shows. Mrs. T's, Mr. Jim Terry TV2, Mr. X, and Jim Terry, and then over here, Johnny Yarbrough, aka Gay Slobs TV show. And we're glad that everybody's here. Ain't we, guys?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Somebody's playing music.
See you guys later.
Ruben's jamming out. All right, Jose.
There's another good one.
Yeah, Jose left. He's leaving.
That's all right. So what else is going on, Johnny?
Not much. I got some more. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some exciting new stuff that's coming up in February, and everybody be checking out the Queen Mary down there and stuff like that. And I'm going to be checking out some other things for October for coming up for go ahead and get stuff booked up for October for like the Halloween thing and stuff like that. And if the weather's up to it next week, I'm going to go out and walk around on the beach area and see if I can do a show down there on the beach area over here in Long Beach.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Do it.
And,
maybe we could do a show on what is it like this?
Yeah, so Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I do have a cooking show coming up. I'm so sorry about that. And it's gonna be some Diablo shrimp. I'm gonna be making Diablo shrimp. And what you do is you cut the jalapeno in half, and then you put the cream cheese in the middle, and you put the jalapeno, the other part of the jalapeno back on there. I'm sorry, you put your shrimp on there, and then you wrap it up with bacon, and you stick a toothpick inside there, so they can stand there, so you sit there and cook real easily. You know what I mean?
You put
So that's what I'm going to do. What's that?
You know, I see Arizona Traveler.
Well?
Huh?
Cream cheese.
Yeah, cream cheese. No cottage cheese, cream cheese.
No, cottage cheese would be gross.
Yeah,
I know, right? I think cottage cheese is the worst thing you can feed somebody.
Yeah. Arizona Traveler, I saw his channel the other day. I saw he uses, or he has one of those Toyota Dolphin motorhomes. You know, those
are nice.
Like from the 80s.
Oh, those
things
cool
are
back in the
badass.
day.
Yeah, those things are badass. I saw he has one of those. Those things
Is that the one with like the truck front? It's got
it has like the small truck front with the whole.
Now you're talking. They're like 4 cylinders. Some of them are like great gas mileage.
They get incredible mileage for what they are.
I'm surprised that little thing can actually pull that, but it is a Toyota, so it makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure it's not very fast. I wouldn't imagine anyway, but yeah, he has one of those.
Yeah, they're geared super low and they have a dually axle. They
Where's he at? Oh, he's in Arizona. Yeah, they've exploded in prices. All the truck campers, and at least here in LA, it's hard to find something. It's hard to find a good panel van that's inexpensive.
Yeah, no, I think it's everywhere because I've looked all over for different stuff, and because
Jim's always able to find them.
Really?
Yep, because he travels all over the place, and then he'll pick up. He had a Capri camper for a while. You ever heard of Capri? They're based out of, I think, somewhere in the center of the United States, somewhere that's forgettable. But they're for rodeo people, and they lock down to the bed of the truck, and they're all wood. They're really high quality. There's a Capri Cowboy. There's 2 different versions of it. He had the one that was the bigger version, but he ended up selling that one and he got something else. I don't know what he got now, but yeah, those Dolphins are badass.
Yeah, they are.
I had the big Dolphin, the next one. I had one of those for a while, and it was too big.
Did you really?
Yeah.
See, and I have a 40-foot Jayco now. That's what I have now.
Do you?
It has 1, 2. Yeah, it has 3 slide outs, and all that shit. But fuck, it's a pain in the ass to go anywhere with it. You know what I mean? Like even gas stations and shit. Yeah.
Well, the thing with LA is, and I was telling Equalizer about this off air that, I have a truck camper, and it's just, moving it. Even when I was out of town, I had to have a buddy move it to one side and then the other side of the street, and it's just a continuous thing where, like, I like it, but it's just always on the street. I really have nowhere to park it. And I can't take it off. And if I can't have like that Jayco that you talk about, even with my desert property, if I would put that out there, that thing would be destroyed. You'd have to live out there in it basically.
Yeah, I realized after having that big Dolphin, I think it was a 36-footer, I realized that I only used one room in the whole thing. So for me, it made sense to get rid of it and get something a little smaller.
Right. Well, and see, for me, like the whole back of mine, it has a slide out back there, and it has bunk beds for every one of my kids. So that's like full size bunk beds. Some of them have like a little corner with a bed in it, it's almost like a pie shape. These are actually full size beds. There's 4 of them back there. So that's one of the reasons I got this one, was because I had to keep them in mind as well. So they can all have their own space. So that works out pretty good. And I've actually been able to lay on those back there because I wanted to see if they'd hold me at 300 pounds. And they hold my weight. So I know it would hold a kid jumping around back there and shit. So, because people don't realize
that, the Lance conversation that we were having the other night when he was doing, I forget what it was, Codex or whatever, the shipping containers.
Yes.
I think that's what I'm going to do. There's shipping containers out there that open in the middle. Like kind of like a barn door in the middle almost. And the thing that I'm looking at is a shipping container on each side. And then there's like this truss that goes from, it's like almost like looks like a half circle that connects the two. And then obviously a fabric that goes on top of that, but it would almost be like kind of like a galleyway or a breezeway between the two. And so, yeah, getting out there in that desert, you have two shipping containers that open up in the middle, and then you can drive something into that breezeway. And then if you're gone for a couple months to break it down.
The round roof that connects the two, is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
the breezeway?
it's like a half circle like
I've
roof.
seen those.
Yeah, I've seen them in Vegas before too, and it's like, if I'm gone for a while, then I just break that down and just put it in the shipping container, and it's, I kind of got this idea
pretty
from
big carport.
Huge carport, and then some of them go 40 feet high. Back in the day, I was watching that movie Chaplin. I mean, they were all like these giant. Their studios were giant white tents, and I'm like, well, I don't need a solid structure. So
you really don't. Well, and Mr. X, I don't know what those are running now, but I bought 6 of those. I'm not going to talk about
Hi, you guys.
but they were about $5,300 a piece for the grade A one. The one that they guaranteed wouldn't have any holes, or because you can buy different grades. $5,300. Yeah.
Hi, you guys.
That was in Las Vegas, though. I don't know.
Hi,
what
how
they
you
are
doing?
there, if they're closer
real
to
creepy over there.
the ocean.
Yeah, we are closer to Long Beach in the shipping area. So, and by the way, Chanel across from Silverton and the Bass Pro Shop in Las Vegas, across from whatever that road is, there is one of those circle trusses that I'm talking about. I've seen it before. That's probably pretty far from you, but there's actually I saw one of them in person.
Have you been down in that area in Vegas where they have that whole shipping container area?
No,
there's like. Chanel might know more about it. My brother and he had taken me down there with my kids because it has like a play area in between. It has like a big robot thing that breathes fire out of it and shit. It's like
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's off Fremont. I thought you meant for sale ones. No, you're talking about the container park.
Yeah, the container park. There you go.
Yeah,
I only gone there once, but that thing was pretty crazy. How they turned all those into businesses.
Yep, it's amazing how you can build stuff, but I don't think I need the 40-foot. The ones that the 20-footer or whatever is the only one that I need. But we'll see. I mean, I would pay $5,000 for them. I heard they're about $2,500 because we're close to Long Beach and all that, and the shipping part of it is more expensive than the actual container.
Anyway, I actually have a trailer that'll haul that. If you're gonna buy 2 of them, maybe I had to come down there.
Yeah, I'd consider that. Yeah, that's a long drive.
Really that's a big trailer you got.
Yeah.
Can it go off road?
I don't know.
Just lower the air and the pressure.
Well, you remember how I was telling you I used to run the crane business. That's why I had all those shipping containers, by the way, because one of the cranes, that's what it was. It was a flatbed straight truck or a straight truck with the flatbed on it, and that's what I would carry around is empty ones.
Would you do a 20 or a 40?
40.
I would do. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I would do a 20. Here's what I did. I mean, this is kind of, I don't know if this is known or not, but and I have some footage of this, and it's actually in a magazine too. If you're really interested, I'm surprised nobody's ever posted anything about this. But I found when I bought that property out there in Palmdale, and I've talked about it over and over and over again. There's a hill, and I dug like a 40 by 40 racquetball court into the hill. I had an excavator come out, and I've talked about that briefly before. But my idea was to have kind of put a studio or some kind of building in there. It was too expensive out there to put it in there, the concrete to get it out there. So then I started thinking of other ways because I didn't want people to come out and destroy it. So then the shipping container came up. So that's probably how, people talked about Quonset huts or the ones that are, I can't remember, it's like a half circle. I've heard all these different ideas, but they're like steel's real expensive right now. Just get the shipping container. So that's what I think I'm going to do. We'll see in the next couple months.
Yeah, because if you can get them for that cheap, that's a steal. Because, like the ones I bought last year in Vegas, that's what they cost. For a grade A one, and that doesn't have a bunch of rust or holes, they were $5,300 a piece.
40 feet, though?
Yeah, 40 footers. Yep.
Yeah, 40. I don't need 40. But,
yeah, 20 would work as well, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at Craig's.
Renee, thank you for coming in. Renee, excuse me, guys. Renee Pauser, thank you for coming in. A few other people coming in. Thank you for coming into the chat room tonight to watch the circus. And go ahead, guys. Go back and talk what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking on Craigslist, and 20 footers down there are cheap.
Yeah, they're inexpensive. Just a matter of getting them. And if they're
twice that
mismatched,
hair.
there's one. See, here's the thing that I have a problem with the area, and I know that I don't know if Danielle's here or not, but it's real windy out there, and it gets hot or it gets cold, just like any desert. And to have something, if one is beat up and is not watertight or airtight, I mean, it's whatever, but one's got to be good. But so I could break things down. Like one is just kind of a holding area, and one's, stuff where you can actually put things and lock it up. But I've seen people also on YouTube, and I don't know, this kind of stuff's interesting to me, where they put one of those wood burning stoves inside of a shipping container and drill the hole out and put the pipe out and everything. So you could do it if it gets too cold or too hot. And I have all the portable air conditioners. So, I mean, there's a lot of options.
Well, there's a dude that actually built a little community there with 3 or 4 of them. And he did it all up to code and everything with the right foundations and everything. And California made it a pain in the ass. You'd have to kind of do it underground to be able to do it without really getting into it deep.
You can have 120 square foot without permits.
Look right here, Mr. X.
Yeah.
This. Let me see if you guys see this.
Other way, closer. Better not be somebody's dick.
No, it's. Oh yeah, we can.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that. What is that?
Looks like a whole bunch of shipping containers.
That's my shed.
That's your. That's your.
Oh, that's where you're at right now.
Yeah.
See, my concern about a shed, like a wood shed like you're in, is some asshole come out there and kick it in. A desert, nobody's out there. But like a shipping container, how much can you beat that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to beat it up too much.
But like I don't live out there. Or I'm not around there. I just, so I've looked into those too. I mean, I know that they have them out there. There's a place that sells them. I know obviously Tough Shed's out there too. So.
Well, I actually built this thing pipe. Actually, I'm going to build it.
The other thing is a shipping container survive a fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you don't need the permits of it. And if you have that truss, this is what I was saying. You have one shipping container on one side, and then 20 feet away from it, another shipping container. Then you have the truss, break down the truss. Nobody can tell me what to do. I mean, there's junk all over in the desert. And they're going to tell me,
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, that's the idea as of right now.
Need a wood truss?
It is. It's more like there's a company out there. I think it's called Got Tent, and it connects to shipping containers. It almost looks like a upside down U, and it's got this hard fabric that it's like wound real tight over this, that connects to both the shipping containers. So you could drive an RV in between the two shipping containers, and it's underneath. You could put walls up too if you want to, like on each side of it. But I don't know. I just think it's a good place, like to have a holding area that's underneath this giant kind of tent.
Well, Mr. X, what I was going to tell you is, have you ever checked out those Chinese diesel heaters that they make?
I have. Yeah,
those are cool, actually.
And I've been thinking about buying one just to screw around with it to see that versus propane versus like an electric heater. See what's more cost effective. You know what I mean? So, because like at the house there that I have, it runs on baseboard heaters. There's no central heating and air, from the 1920s, and they have all that shit. So it's all like baseboard heaters that are built into the walls. So I was thinking about getting something like that to see if it'd be more efficient. I still have the wood burning stoves and all that, but that shit's a lot of work.
For the situation that I'm in, at least out there, generators and even like that kind of thing that Lance was talking about, where it's like a dial heater, they're like 300 to 900 watts, depending on how strong they are. I think an actual space heater is 1500 watts, or you get those tree propane heaters. And I have the Mr. Buddy personal heater, the small one. I mean, that's pretty much all I need. I can run it off generators because I have to bring them out there anyway. So everything's gas powered and just run off generators.
See, and I'm like Arizona Traveler. I went all solar with mine. I think I was telling you guys before. I just run a 24 volts, 500 amp hour battery pack. And I just built it all myself. I went to fucking YouTube and did a bunch of watching and learning for about a month. And then I bought all this shit and did it all myself. It was actually super easy. It wasn't hard at all. The most expensive part is the actual batteries themselves. That was by far the most expensive part. So. But I think I paid for 500 amp hours at 24 volts. I think I paid almost $5,000 for the batteries, a little under $5,000. So that was the most expensive part. The fucking solar panels were cheap. You can get them in Arizona, or you can get them in Vegas for about $50 to $60 a panel.
It just depends what your application. In my scenario, I'd rather have a bunch of different little generators. Some that are 2,000 watts, some that are a big one that's like a base one that's 9,000 watts. And that way you can stretch out lights or whatever you're doing, one area or another. When I did the fire starter promo for Jim, I had two generators out there. I got a little Craftsman 900 watt one, like kind of like a putt-putt one that's inverter and it's quiet. And I ran some lights off that. And then I had a bigger one, to run other lights and also work lights and stuff out there. And not a ton of lighting is needed, and LED lights do take less these days. But, when you're talking about people and heat and all this kind of stuff, it was so cold out there in December. I've learned that I would not go out there and subject people to that. It's just not worth it. Like from December to like February, I'm not going to get anybody out there. And if I do, they're probably really in need. And if they're really in need, they're probably not as good. You know what I mean? Like they're desperate for work. And it's a scenario where, or they really like me and I don't want to put them through that. They're doing me a favor. So sometimes it's just better just to hold off.
Can I make a public announcement? There's only 14 likes. Can people please hit the like button? And if you like it, subscribe it. Thank you.
And Mr. XC, and I got almost 4,000 hours on it before it took a shit on me. And that's why I kind of switched to solar and batteries, because I was tired of paying for fuel all the time. Because when I was on the road traveling for almost 2 years, I traveled all over the place in my my trailer and my truck and my dogs. And that's
very nice. That's very nice, blue, Golden Eagle. That's very pretty.
What is it?
I can't show it yet.
Oh, you're talking about for tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. It's for tomorrow.
Nice.
It's for tomorrow.
But yeah, I was really impressed with the Champion, because I was looking at the Hondas, right? And for like a 3,000 watt Honda inverter generator, it was spending like $2,600 or some crazy shit like that. So I spent $1,000 on the Champion one, and I was really impressed.
That's a nice little, the green one you're talking about, and the Bushman or Bushcraft or whatever it's called.
My Champion is black and yellow. It has like a remote where I can sit in the trailer and start it from the inside. I don't have to go pull it or push it. It actually
the one that I got with the 900 water, it was more or less like I wanted to see if I could run 450 watt air conditioner off of it, which I have in my camper. Looks like it'd be like a wall unit air conditioner. Right. And it runs on low, and obviously it runs the fan. But once you get that compressor on at around 9, like you get it really cold, it'll short that generator out. So you can get it running, but the camper I have is so small, it doesn't matter. So it's not hard to cool it down or heat it up depending on what you need. So, that's fine for something like that. And I don't use it a lot, but.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, no,
Hey, can I read something real quick, guys?
Yeah.
I just got a Cash App coming in at $10. Thank you, Stage Tech 2. There you go.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's my siren. I have my other one over here, but have the other one over here. Hey, I fixed the batteries and it works now.
Oh, you got it figured out?
Yeah. You want to hear it one time?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I'll do it one time. One time.
There you go.
Yep. And that's the way it's done. Dun, 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 dun,
Your
dun,
poor
dun.
neighbors.
I know, right?
They're gonna shut down your YouTube channel. Hey, YouTube, there's a guy upstairs. He's got a siren. He starts screaming. Yeah, go ahead and shut down his channel. Sure. You know, we don't want to make money.
Right.
Fucking idiots. How about that for positivity? Ridiculous.
Yeah, me and my neighbor the other day when I went to go out somewhere, I forgot where I was going. He stopped me for a minute, and I said, "Oh no, here we go." But he stopped me for a minute. He shook my hand and said, "Hey man, you guys are doing good up there. You guys ain't being that loud. You're not stomping around like you used to. You know what I mean?" So, and here comes another super sticker, Dana Nicole at $10. Thank you, Dana Nicole, for the $10 super sticker, and I really appreciate that very much. And thank you so much.
Just blew out my eardrums again.
Did I?
Arizona
No,
Traveler, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what that is.
What did he say? I didn't see it.
Mr. X Butts, it's called ASY, start for AC.
I don't know what that means either. Well, you know, Mr. X, I was looking into instead of running because my RV, it has the dual air conditioners.
Yeah.
You know, and that shit takes a lot of fucking power to run those
Oh,
things
yeah, it does.
constantly. Even with 500 amp hours, I can only run it for a couple hours before it'll drain my batteries completely if the solar's not on. So I was thinking about those mini splits.
Okay.
You know, putting a mini split on there. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking
I mean,
maybe this summer that's what I'm going to do is put a mini split on. They said it doesn't use nearly as much electricity, and you can run them, you know, a lot more efficiently. What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that, Equalizer? He's muted.
Oh.
I'd like to know what that was, though.
He says it lowers amps to start compressor on AC. It's called Easy Start. Oh, because that surge of electricity to start your air conditioner, I know it can get up there real high. But you said you tried to run yours, right?
What he's talking about. I know. I didn't know what he was. The word.
No, Renee. No, I did not see your comment about the boom boom. Is it about the boom boom room? But if you can, if you want to.
What I hear about a charge of energy?
Yeah, if you keep the what's that called? I'm trying to think the name of it. That like started on fan, the air conditioner. You start that thing real slow on a fan, then bring it up. That's the way to do it. By the way, there's one at Sam's Club. It's called the AI powered SAU 2300i. And it's 1800 max, 2300, 1800 watts. And it looks like a kind of a big gas can. But it has the 30 amp plug, and then it tells you, you know, it's digital. It's about a $400 generator. That's the one that I'm looking at next. Because that's about the size that I typically rent. Like I'll go to Home Depot and rent these for $75. And I'm like, I keep renting them. I might as well buy one for $400.
Right.
So that's going to be the next one. Is that Walmart? It's AI powered SAU 2300i. So that would run any air conditioner, no problem.
Yeah,
not your double one, but
right. But 1800 watts is plenty for one like.
Yeah,
yours,
I mean, I could plug my whole truck camper into it, like the shore power into it, but and then you just run, extra plugs. You could run.
What do those truck campers run on? 30 amp power, or is it just a regular plug-in?
No, mine is 30 amp, but it does have an adapter where you can do it down to the regular plug too. You can plug the 30 amp into a regular plug, but I'm telling you, what is a house outlet is like 2,000 watts.
20 amps.
How many?
20 amps for a regular house, or for no, that's not right either. They're 15 amps.
15 amps, but it's only up to about 2,000.
But you can only run it at 80% of that consistently.
Right.
It's got a little higher amperage for, a load if they don't have a capacitor. But so the reason that they're all 30 amps is because of the AC units. those draw on average for kind of a smaller or normal one. They draw about 14 amps constant and a little more on startup. But that's why
how do you know all this stuff? How do you know all this? Do you do all that for work? I bet he does all that for work, huh?
I don't, but you know what I did do?
Huh?
I made a battery bank and an inverter and all the shit and stuck it in a toolbox in the back of my truck. So I don't need shore power. I have it in my truck, and then it charges when I'm driving.
Oh shit, that's smart.
So you gotta have like for me, I have a 4,000 watt inverter.
Right.
And then removable batteries because I don't always have it with me.
So did you buy a name brand inverter, or are you like me and just bought a Chinese one? Because my Chinese one's lasted over 2 years now. I haven't had a problem with it ever.
I have a big gigantic inverter that came out of a Comcast truck that I bought once.
Really?
I have no idea what it is, but it's badass.
How many watts is that inverter?
A shitload. I don't even know. I can weld with it.
Jesus.
So I can run a direct arc, and it holds up. It keeps up with the welder.
Are you a good welder?
Mediocre.
Well,
the longer I do it, the better I get. Every time I don't. Oh yeah, but every time I don't do it for a while, I have to like learn again.
Right. Fucking welding's hard, man. My dad tried to get me to teach me how to weld, and I couldn't see shit in that mask. I don't know how you guys can even do that.
Straight down, it's not bad, but dude, if you're trying to weld upside down or do exhaust or something, you're gonna catch a glob right in the fucking face, and it's just never a dull moment.
And see, an Arizona Traveler says he has all the Vitron stuff. That stuff's expensive. It's nice stuff, but I don't know, man. A lot of that stuff, there's a lot of that shit's all made in the same factory and fucking overseas somewhere. They just slap the name brand on it, and
There's a place in Vegas that maintains. I believe they maintain those big solar panels as you're leaving Vegas off to the right. And they get them all. They get panels all the time that are like 5 years old out of a 30-year lifespan, and they sell them like I can't remember if they're like 250 or 300 watt panels, but they sell them for like $50.
Right.
And they're like 5 years old.
Well, then that's what I did. Yeah. So that's how I got all my panels. Is people pull them off of their house or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't.
They have a website that has all the charge controllers and all the connectors and all the shit you need. And I think I have a link of it on my computer at the shop, but I think it's called Cheap Solar or buycheapsolar.com. But dude, it's sometimes they have everything in the world and sometimes they don't have anything. And when I checked a couple weeks ago, they didn't have shit.
Right. Where'd you buy your batteries at?
At what's it called? State Trailer Supply.
Oh, so you bought them locally?
Yeah.
See, and I bought mine online at, I think it was like batteries18650.com or some shit, some weird place like that. And they buy them in pallets of bulk, and they're just cells. They're not an actual battery. You have to build the battery yourself, So that's how I got mine.
There's people that are doing Tesla conversions, and they're pretty cool, but that scares me to death because those do have issues, and if you overload them, they catch on fire.
Right.
And it's a fire you're not going to put out.
Right.
And your house and everything near you. So I'm a little nervous about that, and that's why I wanted to keep the batteries in an enclosed toolbox in the truck so that if something did happen, you'd have some notice. But I wanted to be able to have enough power to where I could run an AC and cool it down. You're not going to be able to run it like forever, but I wanted to have, you can have a couple batteries and run it for a minute, but it's so hard on them. You need to have enough batteries to where it's an even load.
Right. And you know what I did for the heat problem equalizer? I bought some of those 14-inch fans. They're like computer fans, but they're for bikes and other shit. And they're big 14-inch high-speed fans. And I bought 2 of those and hooked them up so the battery temps don't, they don't like cold. The batteries don't like cold. They don't like too hot. They kind of like 80s, in the mid 80s, somewhere in there. So like in the summertime and shit, to dissipate all that heat coming off, then I can flip the fans around so they're either sucking in air or blowing out.
Yeah.
So,
$5 cash app, $5 super sticker coming in. We have a hunting cabin in the north, whatever that word is.
Saskatchewan.
Canada.
And it says
that's Canada.
And we use wood stoves, a generator for the AC in the summer, pizzas on the wooden Stovetop. It rocks, Johnny. Thank you for the super sticker, and I really appreciate that. And you're a big contributor over here, and I thank you very much.
I just don't. I mean, this is going to sound really dumb. I just don't understand living in snow. Like, why?
It's fine.
I just can't. I don't even have
love
clothes
the snow. Some people love the snow.
Really?
I don't like. Yeah, some people do. They love the snow.
I don't love it, but I'm fine with it.
I don't like when it goes below 60.
What is torrents?
I'd rather have like 10 feet of snow all at once, though, instead of a bunch of little bullshit storms. I'd like it to be a real inconvenience to where nobody can go to work and nobody can get mad at you. Like the forced day off kind of snow. I want that shit.
Yeah, but hasn't Utah's been pretty mild this winter, hasn't it? At least from my family.
No, this is the first winter in a while that it's actually been pretty good.
Right,
it's been
that's what I'm saying.
Drought
It's
for
been
7 years.
Oh, so you're actually getting a lot of snowpack on the mountains over there.
We're at 200 and something% of normal as of right now.
Yeah,
So
but isn't that going to cause
really
a bunch
good.
of flooding in the springtime when it's all melting?
Fuck.
I need snow and add for water and that fucking what's that Lake Mead that's drying up.
Well, it's got to fill Lake Powell first,
right.
and it's dried up too. So that's the cool thing. If we get a
Right.
couple more years of what we have now, which if you look at the weather patterns, they're like 7-year cycles, and we're at the very beginning of a wet cycle. So chances are this year and next year and the next few years will probably be pretty good. It's probably going to recover. The problem is the last 7-year cycle was a dud, but this is starting off strong.
I don't know if you guys know this, but like and probably Sloth does, and maybe Ruben does. You come down that hill on the 405, and say you're up in the valley, like North Hollywood, for example, and you're going on that 405, and you cross over that just one threshold, the Santa Monica Mountains. As soon as you get to that, like Brentwood, Getty Center area, you can feel the temperature drop. So like a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't even want to live up there. And I understand, people got family and, property's cheaper. They're just from there and all their, this and that. But it's like, you wouldn't catch me moving to Colorado. Like you hear all these LA people like, I'm going to Colorado. I'm like, see ya.
Well,
peace out.
There's good things about
weed's
cold.
legal there.
There's some really good shit about cold. Have you ever had a brand new, soft, brand new hoodie just rubbing on your tits? It's amazing.
No.
What the hell?
Well,
No.
you need to if you live here.
No.
New hoodie season is the best, dude. You buy 10 new hoodies every winter, you're good.
I don't ever buy
I like
hoodies.
the beach.
You want?
The last coat I bought is a North Face, the duck down jacket. Kind of pricey, but you know what? That fucker will keep you warm, super warm in the cold.
I just wear hoodies. Sometimes only a hoodie. Sometimes I don't even do a shirt under. Yeah, sorry about that. Can't resist. That fuck. I have a thyroid problem.
Yeah, you're on live. Who is this? Go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, who is that asshole?
Hi, I wanted to say I really like the show, and there's nothing that really makes the neighborhood look great but a bunch of Mexicans and Samoans with huge fucking solar panels all over their yard. It goes great with above ground pools and cars on blocks and a weight set out front. Fucking white trash, inner city garbage, fucking assholes.
Is this Chris Dix?
Basketball hoop with no net on it. Fucking children's toys all over the front yard. Let me tell you something. That's why we live in deed restricted areas, gated communities. I don't have to sit there and watch a bunch of fucking people barbecuing on their fucking driveway.
I enjoy a good barbecue.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your boy and only Jim Terry.
He has people barbecuing for him. That's what you call white privilege.
Okay, I gotta go get cat food. I'll be back in a minute.
I was a big Carhartt fan as well for a long time, but I heard they stopped making their stuff, started making their stuff overseas or something, and their shit's gone downhill big time. I don't know. I still have my Carhartt. I've had like 5-6 years. It looks brand new still, pretty much. Those things fucking last forever.
Speaking of barbecues, King, you barbecue a lot?
All the time.
Simone's, they be barbecuing up.
Man, he cooks steaks every night, Ruben.
I cooked roast beef for the dogs tonight.
Damn, for the dogs.
Well, yeah, the dogs eat the same thing I do. And I even cooked them. I don't give them any raw pork or raw chicken, but I have pork chops cooking in the what's it called thing, the Ninja. I don't know what the hell that thing's called. Then it has like a crock pot and an air crisper and all that shit in one.
Yeah.
So that's what's cooking right now for the dogs for later.
What about you, X? You barbecue?
I mean, I like barbecue, but I don't really cook much. I mean, I'm good with an air fryer. I could put a pizza in and walk away, like a little personal pan, and it gets cooked somehow, and I come back and it's done. I tell you what, I got a cheap little air fryer that's only a couple 100 watts, and I have that out in the camper too. You're talking about lower wattage stuff. So I started like researching, like, oh, what's all this, like a heat blanket instead of doing. You talk about staying warm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just get a cheap little heat blanket. Here, put this on. Stuff like that. So this is only a couple 100 watts. What about the Yeti generators? You ever use those, the little portable ones?
I've never used the Yeti brand, but they're expensive,
Yeah.
No, well, and the thing is, Mr. X, is there's a guy on YouTube that like buys all that or gets it donated, and then he tears it all apart to show you what it's made out of.
Yeah, is he a black guy?
Call coming in.
Really not. There's a black guy and a white dude. Both.
Who is this?
Yeah, I've watched a black guy one.
I think I know who you're talking about on that one.
Hey, we got a call on the line. We got a live call on the line. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Meyer again. I just want to say something else I can't stand is when I come home and I look over and somebody's fucking kids have spent all day because they're not in school drawing all over the fucking street and sidewalks and driveway with fucking big, thick chalk, pictures of fucking flowers and dolls and horses. You know what I do? I go get the same kind of chalk. Then I come over and I draw on the street pictures of their parents shot, murdered, dead on the fucking street. And I say, hey, listen, Sally and Jeff, see that? That's what I'm going to do to your fucking parents. You keep driving and fucking writing all over this sidewalk. You understand me? Let me tell you what else I don't like. Let me tell you what else makes me sick, okay? And this is real. When I fucking come home and I see somebody left their fucking garbage cans out on Monday, knowing the garbage doesn't pick it up till Wednesday. And you know who it usually is? You want to know who it usually is?
You.
Colors.
What'd you say?
You know what's funny is my grandma, when she came straight from Samoa, anybody who even though she's colored herself, she would say that as well. The colored people. I'm like, Grandma, you realize you're colored yourself. She really would. She'd call everyone because her daughter, my aunt, married a black dude from New York. She went and did one of those nanny things. You know how you'd go to like New York and be a nanny? Well, she fucking came back with a black husband and a fucking baby on the way. And my grandma was really, really strict, like straight from the islands, right? And that's what, wait, you bring this color man home. Because she's a fob straight from the island. That's how she said first time she ever met him. She called him the colored guy. But yeah, that's what reminded me when Jim said that, because everybody who wasn't her Samoan or whatever she would call colored.
Well, it's like people in probably like in the Midwest or like maybe where Arkansas is. You know what I mean? They probably just be like, yeah, them colored folk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I say something else in those areas.
Yeah, they probably do say something.
Yeah, I've lived in Louisiana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you think it is.
Yeah, it is. Because I was, like I told you guys, I was in southern Georgia for a few months in Statesboro area. And they were the same way out there, man. Those guys were not shy about talking like that at all. Not one.
Are there a lot of like Haitians or Jamaicans out there in Louisiana?
No, not that I've seen. I didn't see a lot of people that spoke French. I mean, there might be down like bayou areas.
Yeah.
Like God, what's the name of that area? The Jean Lafitte area, like
Jean
backwoods. Maybe there's that, but I didn't see anybody doing fucking what is that? The the voodoo or any of
yeah,
that kind of stuff. I saw some guys. I can't remember the nation that they're from, but that spoke patois.
Patois?
Yeah.
Is that a different version of French?
Yeah, it sounds like Spanish and French kind of, but they're
hold on.
Who is
Mrs.
it now?
Myers, go ahead.
Hi, this is Meyer again. I just wanted to call and talk about the solar panels.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi. I wonder why these fucking idiots that have these solar panels have $800,000 worth of solar panel outside, living in a 600 square foot shithole. Okay, no fucking real siding on the house. Looks like one side of it's need painted for like a year and a half. Right? Let me tell you what else I can't stand. I go into a fucking neighborhood. I got a nice place. Fucking yard is manicured.
That's right, Ty
Everything's
Corbin.
good. I look across the street and there's fucking 4 generations living in one fucking house. Grandma, grandpa, they're paying for everything. They got their kids there, their grandkids there. Fucking 6 generations of assholes living down there, and they got one car. And I think to myself, what kind of shit is this? This is fucking disgusting. Tell you what else I don't like: basketball hoops. Fucking your kid is 4'7" and he's in the fucking 9th grade. There is no reason for him to have a basketball hoop out in front. He's not going to the fucking league. You know what you need to do? Tie a noose around that fucking hoop and hang yourself.
What the fuck?
He's in a bad mood tonight. He has a video that I already have loaded to the VIP. Oh, it's actually privated, of him complaining about parents at Disney. I have it. I already have it ready. So he took a video of himself. It's about a minute or so. It's going to go on to VIP Plus here, probably tomorrow.
I bet he loved all them kids around at Disney, huh?
I could probably agree with some of this shit he probably might be saying. Yeah, I mean,
you just have to see it. But he has some videos recording of him just complaining about shit. That'll be going up soon.
When doesn't he complain about shit?
Just how he is. It's just, I was even complaining. I was like, look at all these assholes walking around in, Jedi outfits. And I was like, actually, Jedi outfit's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jedi is good.
But I don't know. I heard Girl Ryan talking about it because I like $300 for a fucking lightsaber stick.
Oh yeah.
And she bought one or whatever, and I'm like, man, that's expensive.
I have 3 of them.
What the fuck, Ruben?
You got
over there having fucking Star Wars battles at your house?
Yeah.
Is it just the handle, or does it actually have the lightsaber?
No, it's the lightsaber. It makes the noise. It's called an effects lightsaber. It makes the noise, and if you lights up, and if you bang 2 of them together, it makes like if you're actually fighting them. I could go grab them if you want.
Hell yeah, I want to see them.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah,
I'd rather see a burner, but
Right. Well, all right. Well, I don't have one of those, but I have a burner.
I got one of those. All right. Yeah, go get it. Let me grab something.
Y'all want to see mine?
Yeah, let's see it.
No, we can't.
Why? We can't.
It's against the law.
What? We can't see your lightsaber.
Yeah, I guess
your lightsaber's against the law.
I don't want to get struck.
Show us a flashlight.
I'll show you the flashlight.
I don't want to see your flashlight. Gross.
No, dude.
What the hell, Johnny?
No, dude. It's like, here, I'll show it to you. I hope I don't get struck.
Oh, no, I already know what you're talking about. You're talking about your zapper, right?
Hey, tell me if you can hear it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Don't even show it. Ugh. It's Johnny's little Johnny. Everyone thinks you're going to show your little Johnny. Robbie.
I don't have a Zabber. I don't have. We can't see it, Johnny Yarbrough Zabber. Well, because I can't show it. I don't want to get busted.
Right.
Yeah. So every time
Robbie's in the chat.
Robbie's here. All right.
He's probably playing with his butthole, listening to you.
That'll be sounding great.
Ugh. Sicko.
Yeah.
I saw somebody. I think it was Arizona Chat was talking about the Furman generators. I've looked at all those generators, and Ty said the Honda one, and I looked at the Honda one as well. But for the price, I just didn't want to get it. That Champion inverter that I had, like I said, it almost has 4,000 hours on it right now, and it still works, but it started having a little bit of issues with the circuit board, I think.
Hey, Robbie. Robbie's here.
Somebody's coming in. Somebody else came back too, Mr. X. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Robbie wanted to see her. Robbie, you have a crush on Fabulous, Robbie? I think Robbie has a crush on Fabulous. I think he does. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, shit. I think he does. Look at King Simone just over there with his arms crossed like a big man.
I'm running away from you.
Mr. X, what do you think?
I think there's somebody in WWE right now dressed up exactly like you are. I'm watching the Royal Rumble. I'm watching this girl come out. Isn't there enough women's wrestling? Fuck.
Right. I agree.
Half the show? What the fuck? One or two matches.
Entertaining. I agree. One or two is fine, but it's not that. Like you said, you have like Alexa Bliss versus what's her name, the Samoan chick. Like you said, that's just not realistic. That fucking
Alexa
lady
Bliss,
weighs like.
she had a match earlier tonight. Was at the beginning of the show, and she was wrestling some girl, and she's hot and she's in great shape and all that stuff.
Right.
She's 5 foot.
Right.
Like right now, Asuka's getting in the ring. She's tough. It's a Royal Rumble right now for women. She's like the top of her head is like at the ropes.
Right.
I'm like, I just run right over her. And I'm it's not like I'm some kind of badass or anything, but I don't know.
The Bella twins. They haven't been around much after they got married and had kids and all that shit, right?
I've seen her and Cena, the one of the twins in Beverly Hills.
Really?
Yep. When they were still together. He looks like a linebacker. I always ask the people, I was like, hey, they tip good? I always ask that.
Phone lines are open, ladies and gentlemen. Phone lines are open. You want to give Johnny a call and confess your sins? 562-612-9302. Memphis Phantom. Give us a call.
Where's Ty Corbin at?
He's in the
Ty Corbin, he's there. Tyler Corbin, give us a call. We'd like to hear your voice tonight, man.
Yeah, I want to hear what he thinks about this whole situation with the Doug thing the other night. Maybe that's not for your guys' channel. I don't know, but I mean, I want to hear any updates from him.
I did bring it up. When was it? Yesterday. Remember I was telling you about because I caught that show of his with Candace on there.
He was definitely watching us tonight. I don't know. Something's going to be about us tomorrow. I don't know.
All I got to say about Doug is shave that fucking thing off your chin, man. I don't know who told you that looks good or cool, but like that black hair dye looks like you fucking took shoe polish and rubbed it on your chin.
Hey,
Shave that shit off.
Hey, panelists, go ahead and tell Melissa Moniz good night. She's going to bed. She's got.
No.
Yeah, she's going to be here tomorrow.
No.
Are you doing any better, Miss Melissa? Are you feeling any better yet?
Hopefully. Yeah, because she had the C19, huh?
Yeah.
Would she have problems with her back or something?
No. Her and her boyfriend and her kid.
Mr. X, she's going to stay on a little bit longer for you.
Good. I like her. She's always very nice to me. She's always very complimentary of me. She's very flattering.
Mr. X, she's going to be on my channel next month.
I don't know if I spoke to her?
Melissa, you want to give
everybody I spoke to?
Let me see if she'll call in real quick, Mr. X.
Yeah,
Melissa, you want to call in real quick, and so Mr. X can hear your voice?
Yeah, let me.
I've heard her voice before.
Yeah, she's called the show.
What the hell is Ruben playing with?
Lightsaber. He's playing with his stick.
He's got Return of the Jedi stick.
Make him big. Let me see that.
Damn, it really does. It makes noises and shit.
How do I do that again, Mr. X?
You know how like there you'll see in the middle, like one square looks real big.
Oh, okay. There you go, right there.
You just drag him over there. Drag him to where you're at.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa! Look at that. He's playing with a Jedi stick. Ruben, what do you want for that?
He said you have to buy them for $300 a piece was what they cost.
Really?
Yeah. Damn.
Hey, Ruben, I want that. Ruben, how much you want for it? Let me know.
Negative.
All right, go back to regular.
Go back to regular. Oh, regular. Regular.
They look like two squares. Yeah. Well, you can
Are
go
those
that
made
way.
out of? What are those made out of? Glass? Is that glass or plastic or what?
I don't
Probably
know.
plastic, right? I think if it's glass, you hit it on.
Hey, Mr. X, here she is, Mr. X, Melissa.
Oh, she's calling in.
Robbie, I appreciate it. You know what? You know the way to do it? So
hello?
All stock footage.
Hi, Mr. Melissa. How are you?
I'm doing a lot better today, that's for sure.
Oh, that's good. Well, Mr. X wants you to say hi to him.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. X. How are you?
Yeah. When's the last time we spoke?
I don't think we've ever spoken on the phone.
No, we never spoke on the phone before. Okay. You've never come on Jim's show?
Nope, I've never been on the show, just in chat. I'm a chicken.
Wow, okay. After all this time, how long? How long have you been watching Jim's show and the Gay Sloth?
Well, I've been watching Jim's show since day one.
Okay,
Day
good.
one, like everyone else in the chat. And Johnny's same thing, day one.
Okay. Yeah, because I know you've been around. Yeah, I just don't recall ever speaking to you, but I'm glad that I have. Or I'm getting the opportunity now.
True crime person. I don't I don't watch any of the true crime stuff. I just happened to watch like that Heavy D video, and it brought me like over to Turtle Dick's channel, and then
Yeah.
That's where I found Jim and everybody.
So you
I
just
love her
you
accent.
happened to see the true crime stuff, and then you learned about Jim that way.
Right.
But you weren't into Doug or anything like that.
No, I never followed any of those, and I still don't follow anybody else except for the Jim Terry crew.
Of course. Yeah. The
Where's Melissa at, in the Boston area or somewhere? Because it sounds like she
Yeah.
has that
Yeah, that's kind
accent.
of unmistakable. I'm not in Boston. I'm actually on the southern coast of Massachusetts, kind of near Rhode Island, kind of near the Cape.
Okay. I love the accent. That's what I was wondering.
It's funny because I listened back to one of the other shows that I was talking to Johnny on, and I'm like, oh my god, wow, that's what I sound like? That's terrible.
You don't sound terrible.
No, it doesn't sound terrible. A lot of
Yeah,
people think
you want to
their
hear
voice
somebody that sounds terrible is go listen to Bella Vive's show. And she's talking the whole time. That's bad.
That is bad. You're right.
She should go to a speech therapist. Just try to lose that.
I don't think she'll lose that ever.
Well, I'm glad you called in, Melissa.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Me too. I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer. I got a second win now that I spoke to Mr. X. It kind of woke me back up again.
Good, you're back.
And Melissa, we're going to see you next month, right?
Yep. We'll see us for our heart health video.
Okay, cool. Thank you for
Hey,
calling in.
Melissa,
And
before
you get a lot
Johnny,
better.
Before
Yeah.
she hangs up, De-Icer Dave wants her to say chowda.
Chowda.
There you go.
What should I say? Park the car and have it yard.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Melissa, you have a good one.
All right, guys. Bye.
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 That was a good call.
Yeah, it was. You know, my
Ty Corbin, phone line, get open.
my ex-mother-in-law was from Massachusetts, so she had a similar accent.
Oh, MP, Memphis, Tennessee. You're on live. Who is this?
Hey, Johnny, I be calling in at Big Daddy Double D.
Go ahead, Big Double Daddy.
What's going on over here on your show tonight, big guy? I tell you, man, I got a text message you need me to call up in here.
Yeah.
I've been busy, man. I apologize. It took me so long. I was over there at the butt naked house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a joint down here called the Pipeline, man. That's where all us gay dudes hang out, man. We call it the butt naked house.
Yeah.
Butt naked house. Ew.
Yeah, the butt naked house, man. Yeah, I apologize. My phone didn't work too good, man, last night. You know, I was trying to call the sex line. I dialed your number by accident, but shit, I had lotion going one way and whipped cream all over myself, man. It was a fucking mess. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was my birthday, man. I was doing a little celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope y'all doing good over there, man.
Yeah, we're doing good over here.
Always.
Hey, well, Big Daddy though, they told me they needed that Seorg was looking for Big Daddy. Y'all seen Seorg? Is he cute?
Yeah.
Oh, he won't
Cute as any Australian.
Johnny, I'll be back. Let me grab this call. I'm back in a bit.
He cute, man.
Okay.
He's one of them cute guys. Oh, I tell you, I like me one of them cute guys with that big booty. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, that Seorg, man. Somebody told me he want me to call up in here. Is he a single type fella, man?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I think he's married.
Maybe somebody can hook me and him up. We can go to the butt naked house together. Yeah. Maybe me and him can get together and go on down there to the butt naked house.
Butt naked house.
Yeah, we get down there and get to shaking. Yeah. Oh, did I mention y'all know what double D is? Y'all know what DD is for, right? Y'all know what the DD? That's delicious dish. Delicious dish, yeah. Yeah, that Seorg, man. I bet he got a little tight perm booty on him.
Yeah. Johnny, don't get excited.
Well, yeah, man. I got my partners want me to get back in the butt naked house, man. I'm going up in here party because I didn't get the sex phone last night, so they all brought me down here to the gay butt naked house. We think to get up here and shake it.
Nasty.
All right, you go ahead, boy.
You know what my favorite color is?
Vanilla.
Red. It's red.
He bugged up. He bounced out.
Lose him?
He bounced out.
We know his favorite color. It's red. Yeah, I can't get over my eye. My right eye just keeps watering and watering and watering. I can't get it to stop. Maybe if I stop rolling all these joints and smoking them, maybe it'll go away. I don't know. I feel like a fucking pirate right now, closing one eye. Seriously.
After you get out.
Yeah.
Johnny,
did you just tell Paul to get out? What the hell?
No.
Were you sitting on his lap?
He's gonna go take a shower. He's gonna go take a shower.
Johnny, don't be getting excited.
Call coming in.
All right. Another.
You're on live. Who is this?
It's me, Johnny.
Hey, Ty, how are you?
I was having nightmares of the tranny troll for a second.
Yeah, Mr. X left.
Done with you,
Yeah, Mr. X left. Mr. X left.
I saw that. You're having a good show tonight, Johnny.
Thank you.
How you doing, Ty?
We're doing good, you guys. It's a lot of snow here. As Equalizer will tell you, we're getting it one storm after another.
Yeah.
I
So,
called
Ty.
a ball game today, you guys, a high school game, where I swear to God, the other team had a sixth grader playing on their team.
Oh, yeah?
I believe it. I believe it.
The school our team played is Lund, Nevada, and it's a school. It's a town about the size of Montello, except they have kids there, farming community, and all the kids go to one school from kindergarten through 12th grade. And I think that they take whatever they can. This kid, he was about 4'2" when he was playing. I've never seen a kid that size play high school basketball. I'm pretty sure that he wasn't in high school, but I don't think our team was going to contest it or anything. They don't care.
Right.
In 1A basketball, some of these schools are less than 100 kids, you guys, so they just take whoever they can, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they got to do what they got to do. They got to have a body there, so that makes sense.
I had never seen a kid that size playing high school basketball, and I'm pretty sure he was probably a 6th grader or 7th grader. I don't think he was actually in high school.
Right, he probably was. He was probably just needed somebody for a body to be on the squad.
Yes, and their varsity team beat the hell out of our team. Boy, they were pretty. It was a team we used to beat all the time, but boy, have they come a long ways. So
That's
I was
good.
really shocked at how good that team has gotten over the last 3 years since COVID. It amazes me how a town that size, which is roughly the same size as Montello, has so many kids. And in Montello, we're lucky to have enough kids to go to the grade school. I think there's maybe 10 or 20 kids that go to the grade school there.
Oh.
So where do the kids go after the grade school in Montello? Do they all head to Wendover for school, or how does that work?
Yes, they go to Wendover now.
Okay.
They used to come here to Wells, but I think they changed it to Wendover, and they go over Pilot Road to pick up all the kids on Pilot. So we don't have any high school kids, to my knowledge, in the Montello area. Over on the other side, so on the Wells side where the Wine Cup is, we have kids that come in off of there for high school. But they're closer to Wells than Montello is by far. They're only about 20 miles away. I think we had a state champion wrestler off of that Wine Cup ranch last year. One of the kids that come off of there won state, and I think 105-pound wrestling last year.
Is Wine Cup
when you bulldog calves your whole life?
Oh wow!
Right. Hey Ty, is the Wine Cup Gamble Ranch, is that the big one where that guy owns like 1 million fucking acres out there? Is that the one?
Yeah, so they own 250,000 acres outright, and then they lease, I think, another 2 million.
Wow, jeez. Is it a family or is it a corporation, or who owns that?
I believe it's a corporation now. It used to be a family back in the day, but I believe it's a corporation now.
Damn.
So basically, you guys, everything between the 233, Highway 233 in Nevada, and the Highway 93 in Nevada, from the I-80 up to the Idaho state line, is basically the Gamble Ranch.
You should listen.
Everything that's not private in there. So if you look that up, those two highways, and from the I-80 north, basically that's their ranch.
Wow.
Oh wow!
So all the federal land in that area, they basically lease that to graze, and they have 250,000 of their own acreage. Quite an impressive ranch, actually.
Yeah, that's
and
a
I will say
massive
now, I'm talking to Ruben, right?
You're talking to King.
Okay. Yeah, now it's very well managed compared to what it used to be, you guys. I used to have a lot of complaints about how things went out there. But nowadays, since this new company took over, they're very well managed. I think the manager, his last name is Glasscock, and he's been just outstanding. The difference in night and day from what I've seen in the past, you guys. So
is that mainly a cattle ranch, Ty? What kind of ranching are they doing there? Cattle?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do they grow all their own feed as well? I would imagine so, right? With that much acreage.
So they do grow a lot of their own hay and stuff, but I think a lot of it they ship out to California.
Okay.
Yeah. Boy, if you saw the floodplains that they had, and a lot of that washed out, you guys, and they fixed it right back up with what happened with the flood in 2017, and all that farmland is all back to being farmland again.
Well, that's good.
So, quite an impressive ranch, actually. I think they employ probably, if I'm guessing, about 50 people between both sides, the Wine Cup and the Gamble.
So over there, do all their ranch hands? I'm guessing they all live and stay on that property, right? They don't like live in Montello and go over there. They all live on.
Yeah, so the majority of them do. Now they have hired a few people that live in the Montello area, so they definitely employ people from around there. From what I understand, they employed Dylan Rounds to do custom farm work for them, like in the Independence Valley area.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he was one of the locals, from what I understand, that they employed.
Okay. I had heard that before, just from everybody talking about where he worked. So he was probably baling hay for him, more than likely.
Oh, I think he was seeding. I believe that's the custom work he was doing, was seeding
Okay.
either alfalfa or triticale for him, one of the two.
Right.
They have a huge in Independence Valley, you guys. It's about 15 miles out of Wells.
See, you can never do anything for me, dude.
Wells that are cut off to Montello.
Uh-huh.
They have an area out there that the Gamble Ranch just bought, and it's huge. I'm guessing there's 12 or 14 pivots out there. And probably they look like 200-acre pivots. They're huge pivots. They're not the small ones. I think they're bigger. They're at least 80 acres or bigger. It's hard to tell because they're a little ways off the highway, but you can see them. And from what I understand, they bought all of that acreage up, and he did a bunch of custom farming for them out there this year. That's why he was late in putting his crop in, from what I understand.
How's Philip doing?
I was wondering why he was. I was wondering why he was doing that.
Been going through what?
To the swimming pool here in Wells quite a bit.
Okay. Tell her I said hi.
I will. It's just a lot better way of exercising than trying to walk in the cold winter, you guys. We have, I'm sure Equalizer's told you guys, we've got a buttload of snow this year.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would say a good 8 to 10 inches of just frozen down snow where it's melted, froze, and then probably another foot on top of that. And then with the winds blowing lately, we've had 4 and 5 foot drifts in places.
Damn.
So it warmed up quite a bit today. Hopefully that'll stop the snow from blowing so we don't get as many drifts. When you get it where it warms up during the day, a lot of times it quits blowing because it gets a little bit wet and it can't blow anymore. It's when it's really dry and fresh and the wind blows that we have a lot of problems. So
Right.
yeah. Anyway, Johnny, I'll get off and open up your phone lines.
Okay, buddy.
Mr. X comes on, tell him that Starcasm TV is far from finished with Dougie Boy. I'll laugh about it somehow, right?
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right, Johnny. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That Starcasm TV is pretty damn funny, though, Johnny. I do watch it, so. That's why I was laughing when he did that impression of the tranny troll when he came on a second ago.
Oh.
All right, who do we got now?
Memphis Phantom. Hello, you're on live.
Hey, Johnny, Memphis Phantom calling in, man. How you guys doing over there?
We're doing good over here. How you doing?
Good.
Man, I'm doing great. I got word from Sea Org to call in, man. What's going on?
Sealer wants everybody to call in, but his little ass won't call in.
Oh, okay, I got you. Looking well. How's the show going?
It's going good.
All right, good
Yep.
job, man. Good job. Well, all right, man. Well, good. Sea Org, I called in like you wanted me to. I thought something was going down. Yeah.
Nope.
Hey, tell Nance to call in.
Oh, Nance needs to call in? Okay.
Yeah, tell her to call in.
Hey, Nance, call in. Johnny wants you to call in. He wants you to call the show.
That's right.
Yeah. And do your
How about laying the pipe? Laying the pipe, you can call in the show too. Well, good to have you, Memphis Phantom. Good to have you on the show tonight. I'm thinking about bringing you up on the panel one night if you want to come up.
All right, yeah, sure, we could do that, man. I tell you, it's kind of crazy, man. I was watching earlier, somebody was talking about a butt-naked house or something going down. What's going on, Johnny? What are y'all doing over there?
We ain't doing nothing.
Oh, okay. I heard bits and pieces about a butt-naked house. Kind of got me concerned. All right, man. Keep rocking the show, man. I'm going to ease out.
Okay. All right, buddy. Peace out.
Good to hear from you.
Good hearing from you.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
You too.
Does anybody know what Memphis does?
Remember we were talking about that. We think he's in bail bonds or skip tracing or something. Remember we talked about it when Jim was on the show. Remember I thought he was in law enforcement, but Jim said I think he's a bail bond or skip tracer or something.
Hey, King Simone, will you hold the fort down for a minute?
Are you going to Fufu?
Yes.
All right. Well, make sure to put yourself on mute so I don't hear you foo-fooing.
Okay. Boom.
Give me the number of those. Oh, there's the number right there.
They can hear you, dumbass.
You ruined it, damn it. No, I'm gonna go. Everyone's gonna go. Right. That's all good. Well, Ruben, how's it over there? Is it getting cold over there in your shed?
Actually, you know, it's decent, really. It's been decent for a couple nights.
Ruben lives next to Santa Claus, man. We're in the North Pole right now. It's like cold as hell.
I got the little heater going. You know what I mean? Hey, I went to go get some propane and stuff, and motherfucker sold me a empty tank. I just haven't gone back.
Right, you were saying that the other day.
Yeah.
So did they give you a full one?
No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't gone back yet.
So, hey, Ruben, you're over in that area. You ever heard the rapper Doggy Style before? He's in your part of the woods. Yeah. You ever heard that dude?
No. I don't
he's
think
like
so.
a young Snoop Dogg. You'll have to check him out sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's in Dino somewhere.
Oh, he's from the Dino?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people from the Dino trying to get up on that rap thing.
Yeah, well, that fool was actually good though. He's like he's bringing back that old school 90s gangster rap. If you like that type of shit, then yeah, it's Doggy Style, but instead of just one E at the end, there's like 3 or 4 E's. So it's like Doggy Style E.
Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty dope though. I've been listening to a lot of his music.
Oh yeah? Oh, Danny Nicole said he was killed.
No, I don't think so. Maybe he was. I'm pretty sure he just came out with the song 2 days ago. So unless he got,
it goes down like that down there though.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I never heard of anything.
Yeah. Lane Pipe looked it up. He was.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he is gone. He's no longer alive.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Somebody did it.
That sucks. Well, I know he said he had a lot of enemies.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're in Yarborough, it's weird because you know you got a cluster of fucking people that claim this gang, that gang, this hood, that hood, and none of them live in them. None of them live in the hood that they're claiming.
Right. Damn.
It's crazy.
Equalizer. Johnny's on a fufu break. He'll have to wait to bring you back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of these up and coming rappers, man, they'll either get smoked or they'll fucking go to prison. One of the two.
Yeah. Dana said he got shot on Pomalo in the Dino.
Yeah, sounds about right then.
It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like there's I remember like, okay, there's Norton's Air Force Base, or was Norton Air Force Base. And they used to have a bunch of air shows and shit like that. And when that thing closed down, it seemed like that's when the Dino kind of went to shit. You know what I mean? We had Carousel Mall, and then I don't remember the other mall, but there was like 2 malls. And, you know, there was parks. People used to, you know, go out and fucking barbecue and shit. And, I mean, you still had bad stuff going on, but not as bad as it is right now.
Right.
And it just seems like everybody's broke. Like, not like, you know, like poor broke, but just like broke, you know, aching and shit.
Right. Yeah, no, it's sad that a lot of those guys they really do. They start getting famous or they start blowing up with their rap career. Next thing you know, they either get shot or they get put in prison.
Right. You know, and that's what they're putting out. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, what do they expect?
Yeah, good point. you know, I guess if you talk about it and then they want to live it, you know what I
Right.
mean? Well, and it was a lot different, you know, back in like the 90s, early 2000s. A lot of those guys were rapping about it, but they never really lived that life. You know what I mean? They were glorifying it without
Right,
actually
right.
doing it. Now it seems like the cool thing to do is both now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Live it and rap about it.
They had
Nuts.
back then they were just associated with people. You know what I mean, and now they're in it to win it or some shit. Like if it's cool,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
stupid. They don't give each other a chance to make it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it's like the crab in the bucket syndrome, right? Isn't that what it is? What they call
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
well, and
Yes,
we
so,
talked
I
about
mean-
this the other day. We talked about this the other day, you know, where
Get the fuck out of me right now.
Ew,
What's everybody doing?
blowing my eardrum out.
Oh, really?
For reals.
I don't mean to.
I think Lane Pipe's having a heart attack. Hold on, I gotta get to him. I'm just kidding.
Well, and you know, you ever listen to Nate Dogg's son, Inhale? You ever heard of him? He's
No,
another good.
I didn't even know he had a son.
Yeah, his son's a rapper / singer like he was, and he goes by Inhale, the letter N and then HALE.
Yeah.
There's
Nate
a dude
Dogg's
that does
right
a
up.
pretty good impression of Nate Dogg.
You do?
You do?
No, there's a dude on YouTube that does that. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, that in his son Inhale sounds just like him if he wants to, like when he sings and does the hooks. You know,
Yeah.
he sounds
Yeah.
a lot like him.
Yeah, he was, you know, he was cool. He was always like a featured person though, rather than have like his own album. I think he
His
might
own
have
albums were all right. Yeah, he had
Didn't
that
he have
double
the
disc
BDs?
album.
What's
Yeah,
that?
Alcohol. I think
Oh.
what did him in was alcohol, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a bunch of health problems.
That'll get everyone if they do
Right,
enough.
right. You know, Exhibit was from the Alcoholics, and I believe they were from the Dino.
Right. I remember those guys, the Alcoholics. I didn't know Exhibit was from them though.
Yeah.
Oh, she asked what the
Arkansas,
crab-
if you're listening, thank you. 9 stops away. Thank you. Just let me know how many when there are 2 stops away, so I can go down there and receive it.
The hell?
Yeah, for the people that wants to know, I got someone sent me a special gift of a green screen. Arkansas sent me a green screen, and she says they're 9 stops away.
Well, that's not bad.
Well, they've been lagging all day today to get it here, bro.
Hey, better today than never, though, right? Somebody was asking what the crab in the bucket syndrome is. It's when you growing up in like a poorer neighborhood or get real popular and famous, a lot of the people around them will bring them back down. You know, they'll drag them back to the hood and have them hang out there, and that's how a lot of those guys get shot in their own neighborhoods.
8 stops away.
You know what I mean? Because they
now.
make it out, and then they go back thinking that they're cool with $100,000 on their neck, and the next thing you know, no more. It's pretty much how it goes. So, you know, because I listen to a lot of Little Boosie. I've been a Boosie fan, you know, since he was young when he went to prison. And he said the same thing. The first thing he did was get the fuck up out of his neighborhood because, you know, everybody gets jealous of him and, you know, they don't want to see him succeed. That's how a lot of people are. So that's what the crab in the bucket is.
Yeah.
You know, because crabs really will. They'll pull the other crabs back into the bucket. So that's what I'm referring to. Right?
Crab ass mofos.
Hold on, guys. Let me read this. Mr. Gay Sloth, a couple of people has asked for my info to help me with my exhaust, and all my repairs and remodeling is documented on my channel. And both were all Jimes I sell gyms, and rocks. I've been very slow. Arizona Traveler. You guys want to? You guys can go over there and look at his channel and help and support that guy. He's been a real contributor over here also as well, and we try to help you out in all we can do, Mr. Arizona Traveler. Okay, no problem, brother.
Yeah, I gotta take a freaking allergy pill, man. Damn, my
Hey,
allergies are bad.
Hey, Johnny,
Hey, Waddy, buddy.
can I post his Cash App or whatever he might have?
Can you post it?
Well, I'm asking you.
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
So send your info to Ty, and Ty will text me, and I'll post it in the chat.
Yeah, that sucks. He needs an exhaust on his thing, on his rig.
You're welcome, Arizona Travel. Put your Cash App, send your Cash App over to Equalizer somewhere, and you can put it in the chat room.
Just get it to Ty, and Ty will get it to me, because I don't think you can put it in there without it blocking it.
Oh, okay. Just send it to Equalizer, like you said, Arizona. Huh? Oh,
What's wrong?
one of my fries died.
Flies?
A baby fish.
Oh, your fish.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Another one of the guppies or what?
Yeah, one of my mollies died, and we
What
had
kind of
another.
mollies do you have?
Huh? How many mollies do I
What kind of
have?
mollies do you have?
Black
what
mollies
kind
and
of mollies are they?
black mollies and Dalmatian molly.
Oh, that's right. You showed them to me, the black ones and the Dalmatian ones.
Yeah, I think I got a picture of them here. I can show it to the masses. Let me check.
See, Org, I need a Tesla. You can pick up some Teslas pretty cheap now, actually. Some of the, like the older ones. You know, my older brother, he bought the new Ford Raptor, the brand new one. That thing's haul ass, man. You guys ever rode in the Ford Raptors, like the newer ones? Those things are fucking fast as shit.
Is it the V8 again, the 5, whatever it is, 5.2?
I don't know what motor in it. I think I think it's new. Right. I think whatever the newest one is. Yeah, then it's the V8 one. I think they're what are they, supercharged
Hello.
or turboed or something?
Yep.
All right, here's from Ty.
Crabs are in the bucket because they're gonna go in the frying pan. That's why. That's why you put crabs in a bucket. So you can boil them. Oh, I can't get rid of my eyes watering. Johnny, who's on the phone? Johnny.
Ruben's on there. Hold on.
Oh, Ruben's on there. What the hell? He's on the panel. What the hell's going on in this circus tonight?
He's breaking off lining the pipe right now. He's breaking off lining the pipe off. He's breaking them off.
I don't even want to know what he's breaking them off with.
Breaking a nut.
That did not sound very good, Johnny. You just told us that laying the pipe is breaking Ruben off.
Breaking it off. Break it out of there.
Breaking it off real quick.
Get that poison out.
Yeah, I think the Niners will win tomorrow, honestly. As much as I don't like the Niners, but I think they will end up winning. Brock Purdy, man, that fucker's, he's legit. Apparently everybody's on silent now, huh? Equalizer.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh.
Maybe I'm not.
I know you're here. Are you working tonight or no?
No,
I can hear you.
Just kinda...
Yeah, I can hear you still.
I'm down here. I'm probably not going to do too much work, but there's nothing at home to go home to, so I may as well come hang out with my cat.
Yeah, might as well. Do you keep your fifth wheel over there? You keep your fifth wheel over there at your shop or at the house?
Yeah. No, it's here.
At the shop? Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Equalizer, King Samoan, and Ruben. If you guys don't mind, they're 6 stops away, and I live in the hood, so I'm gonna go down there. If you don't guys mind taking over for just like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Sloth, could you speak a little louder? I can't quite hear you.
Can you
no.
Can you guys watch over the panel real quick?
We got it.
Okay, cool. I'm okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go take a leak. So I'll be right back. So you guys little shit for a sec. No, I just gotta have this. No, I don't. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
He really needs to turn that volume up. You can just never hear Johnny.
You can't hear Johnny?
No, he's really quiet.
What the fuck? Johnny's fucking screaming.
It's loud as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's got to be a way to turn that shit down a little.
Yeah. I think he gets excited. He, gets real close to it and stuff. And what's going on, Equalizer?
Just fucking off, dude. For once, really nothing's going on.
Right on.
I'll probably get bored and make something go on here in a little bit when you guys are done. But
right. Well, if we get done early enough,
there's plenty of shit that I can get caught up on. That'd be pretty rad.
I might go to one of these little my neighbor's house. You know what I mean? A bunch of
what are they doing?
Mexicans throwing parties and stuff.
Please,
it looks like somebody in the chat wants to know what this channel is about. Coal Trickle. It's the motherfucking circus. That's what it's about.
It's about racing in the days of thunder. It's a racing channel.
Yeah.
We really like Mellow Yellow. It's the shit. You know what's funny? Because Heavy D actually has one of those.
Really, guys? Really?
Mellow Yellow.
What the fuck?
Why are you yelling, man?
I'm not yelling. I'm just being yelling.
Johnny, turn that shit the fuck down, bro.
Am I loud?
Yeah, man.
Is that better?
No.
Is that better?
No.
How about that? Is that better?
Perfect.
Yes, that's
Leave it
better.
there.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm playing with my butthole.
My ears
well, Cold Trickle. That's what this show's about.
Trickle.
That's what it's about. Cold Trickle. Johnny playing with his butthole.
Yep. It's his circus.
The Willy Wonka circus.
Check my email here. On my burner email.
Burner
email.
Sugar Pump's like, yeah, loud as fuck.
Right?
There it is. Okay. So.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Johnny was just getting a little excited, is all.
Yeah. It's all good, Johnny.
Arizona Traveler, call me in 15 minutes. I'm waiting on a package right now.
Ruby,
It's true. Johnny is excited. Good point, Chanel.
Yeah. He's excited. He's waiting for the package.
Looks like Taco Tuesday if you get here early enough there, Ty, because I'm headed out of town.
Thank you, Chanel. Chanel, thank you so much.
That's right.
For having my back, girl.
Let him have his moment.
For having my back. Having my back. My neck.
I think I found my new spot. That's right, Cole. Welcome to the fucking circus.
Oh, I gotta go downstairs.
Welcome, Cole.
All right, Johnny. I thought you were already going downstairs. You're gonna don't be running up and down those damn stairs. You're gonna hurt yourself.
For real though.
I thought that's where he went.
That's what I thought too. And he scared the fuck out of me when he said,
Arkansas got him all excited over there waiting for his package.
Maybe it's her. She's like, put herself in a box and shit.
Arkansas, did you fold yourself up in a box and get shipped to Johnny's house?
I have a feeling like she can do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hey, MJ's here. Hi, MJ. Another
MJ,
beautiful
hello.
woman.
Yeah. Where'd the equalizer go?
I'm right here.
Oh.
I'm copying and pasted.
Oh.
I'm surprised Arkansas isn't even up here tonight. Normally she's up here with us.
She said she was babysitting.
Yeah, every time I come up here, she goes down.
You know what? I think that's fine.
She runs away.
Yeah.
Arizona. He said he's waiting for his package outside.
Whoa, that was quite a noise.
Yeah.
Good point, Chanel. It is good exercise for Johnny to go up and down the stairs.
He should go up and down probably a few more times.
Johnny told me he used to be like 130 pounds or 140 pounds, and those medications made him.
Pictures?
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah.
My
Fucking
left
showed
nut's
him.
130 pounds.
My left nut.
Yeah, Johnny was
Save
skinny,
that. Save that for Arkansas equalizer. Arkansas will hold that nut for you.
I don't know what happened.
What with her?
No, with having 130-pound left nut.
No.
You ever see that South Park where they're bouncing around on their sacks like a bouncy ball? That's what it's like to be me.
I wasn't a really big South Park fan. I didn't watch too much South Park.
Oh, it's awesome, dude.
Oh,
I did
man,
watch the World of
funny stuff.
Warcraft one. That's about it.
Yeah.
Where they got hooked on playing World of Warcraft. Did you ever see that one?
I don't think.
Oh,
you know what? I think I did see that one, and I don't think that one stuck with me.
Thank you, Chanel. I was getting away from the computer. That's why. I apologize. That's the one where they get hooked on World of Warcraft and they go to try and take this dude out. That's like the ultimate guy that nobody can beat.
Yeah.
And they all team up and they like practice for months, and they all of a sudden it shows them like in the basement with all of them down there, and they're all like fat with like zits all over. And instead of like going to the bathroom, Cartman's mom comes with like a bucket so they can shit in it. It was fucking.
I
It
love
was
how they
funny
always
as
make
hell,
her out
though.
to be a total whore. That's my
Right.
favorite part.
Yeah. That's just funny as fuck.
Right, it is funny. Some of those South Parks, man, they get a little crazy.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah, they get pretty
Did you see the one with Harley riders? Probably my favorite one ever. It's actually called Harley Riders, I think.
Is that because I ride a Harley?
No.
Oh.
No, they're making fun of bikers, dude. It's hilarious.
I know. Because, you know what I mean? They're like, what do they say?
So they start calling them, the kids start calling the biker dudes the gay F word.
Yeah.
And then, so all the gay people start getting offended. They're like, no, we're not talking about you. We're talking about those F words over there. And then they go to the Guinness Book of World Records to change the meaning of that to people that ride Harleys.
Every time they show somebody on a Harley, they're all boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, Mr. X must have been hooked on the Royal Rumble tonight, huh? He had to get off so he can go watch Royal Rumble. I thought it must still be going. I only watched a few minutes of it.
What's the Royal Rumble? Is the Rumble, is that wrestling?
He must have not liked my Jedi lightsabers.
Oh, check my email.
Yeah, it is. It's WWE wrestling. But they have their Royal Rumble on tonight.
Check my email.
There was nothing else really going on.
Oh, wrong.
There was no boxing or no UFC that I could find.
Burner
that I saw.
Word.
Tycor, I'm on the most hated YouTube list.
He's like, I'm backstage.
Not over here.
Mr. X is backstage.
Mr. X is backstage. Johnny will be back, Mr. X. He's waiting for his package outside.
Yeah.
His
I thought I scared
Amazon
you off with my
package.
Jedi mind tricks and shit.
Oh, there they
Yeah, bring me up, Arkansas.
What'd you say?
There they
Bring me up, Arkansas.
I did. I brought you right on in there. See? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they
they
do that.
What the fuck?
fuck.
Guys, that's a blank email.
They had some group here called Hardy or something like that. You ever heard of them?
No.
It's like a musical group. Fucking stupid.
Is the Royal Rumble over or is it still going?
Well, the pay-per-view still going, but the men's and women's Royal Rumble are over. I also got something to eat, but I don't know.
So, yeah, guys, I'm still waiting for the package to come in.
Cody Rhodes
This
did win
Amazon
it then.
driver is a loser.
Huh?
The Amazon driver is a loser.
Hey, you know what? They like tell my mom, you know, like, oh yeah, there's a package there. And I was out for a ride, so she called me and I went, I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll go home. And I'm like, oh shit, somebody must have stole it, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, let's check these cameras. And here comes the Amazon driver with the package. It had been like 30 minutes too. I'm like, these motherfuckers, man.
It never does this to me, but it's been 6 stops away forever now. I think he's hitting a crack pipe or something.
Who knows?
You're probably right. Down there,
it is LA, so who knows? Long
Maybe
Beach,
he broke down like a block away from your house.
You know. Speaking of that, you know, my uncle used to be a FedEx driver, right? And he got fired. You know how he got fired from FedEx? He left his fucking weed pipe on the dash after work one day.
Oh,
brilliant!
He really did.
Hey guys, I'm gonna read you something real quick, guys. This is from Smile Now, Cry Later. You guys are such a great panel. I look forward to y'all going live. I'm so proud of you, Gay Sloth. And by the way, I love your laugh, Ruben Sanchez, and I love your voice at King Samoan OG. I love the circus.
Gotta love the
Thank
circus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Look,
By the way,
got jokes. He just got down because I'm up here. I'm so sick of him. So mad.
How many more stops now, Arkansas?
Yes.
Still fifth?
6. 6.
He's still at 6 stops?
Yep. He had a flat or something. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to refresh your phone sometimes, too.
I have been, Johnny. I have. This is why it's been taking so long all day. He's bullshitting.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he went on his
When he gets here, he gets here, I guess.
About to call him.
Well, Johnny, you're
His
right,
lunch break
you
at
gotta watch
8:30.
out for it. You got to watch out for it in your neighborhood, though. Like you said.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Shit,
watching.
that'd be gone.
I'm watching though. I'll let you know. I promise.
Google map that motherfucker shit.
Did you see that? Memphis Phantom was asking a question about anything new about Candace. I listened to that interview. Did you listen to that, Mr. X? Did you ever go listen to that? Or
no, fuck that. It's a waste of my time. You know, and I'll tell you this to Original Irish Rose. Yeah, we blocked you on purpose. So you can email me all you want saying that you're done. No, we blocked you because we're done with you. And that's what we don't want. We don't want you contacting us. I hope you're telling the truth. But you're going to contact me and send me fucking mile-long emails and then waste everybody's time and these listeners' time and these viewers' time. You know, that Serena Smiles, whatever your name is, and on these other things. I don't care if you give Jim VIP plus money. That's not a mistake. He blocked you on purpose. You're wasting everybody's fucking time. That's it. I just don't need it. So go ahead and cancel your membership. I don't give a fuck. I mean, anything to me. I mean, my time is worth a lot more than you giving Jim $5 a month. You wasted way more time than that. I could have done 2 or 3 more sloth intros for how much time that you wasted for me this past month. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you see that KCL lady was saying that Candace said murder charges for Brenner might be forthcoming? That's what I was telling you yesterday, Mr. X. She hinted like something in February is going to be coming big to where they're going to cover the second part of the Dylan series is going to be coming from that in February. I don't know what secret shit they got hidden or whatever, or what they have found, but she also said that she's been out there all winter.
If there was anything going on out there that was more than a mouse fart, Ty Corbin would know about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, and chances are it probably would have worked its way to us. If it was anything like, especially something, here's the only thing that you got. Who did it? Where's the kid at? That's it. What else is there? Or maybe there's some money buried. I mean, it's just a giant. Let's go find Bigfoot instead.
Well, I don't understand why she'd say something is coming in February. Why would you hold it till February? Why, if you have all this information, why the fuck wouldn't you say it?
She likes content.
No, Ty Corbin. I'm not saying that it's a waste of time. Not the kid is a waste of time, and not. Don't get me wrong. And you're not wasting your time. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, what she's doing with her circus aspect of it is a waste of time. Like by saying that she has something coming in February. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck's happening here? You know, nothing. No, what they're trying to do is they're selling a television show.
Right.
They got a Paramount Plus show, so. You know, you're going to learn about this kid on the Paramount Plus show. So, yeah, don't get me wrong, Ty. I mean, that's not what I meant. She doesn't have anything. If she had anything, and it was anything of substance, like something important, like finding the kid,
like the
what's that coming next week on Monday Night Raw? I mean, what's happening here? Really?
Right.
You're going to wait for the next episode? Why wouldn't it just come out? Where's the press conference at?
Yeah. Well, and she kind of hinted about that, too. About a press conference coming, but I don't know. I think it's all a circus act on her side anyway. It's
I hope that Ty and all those guys continue to search, and I think that they're fighting a good fight. I don't think what they're doing is bad. It's or a waste of time or this or that. It's just that this happened in May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Snow, February. I mean. Yeah, so Ty Corbin's saying that he thinks that law enforcement, and that's what, but Ty, that's what that show is. Part one, let's get to know him. He's the farmer. He's this. He's the great guy, and no juice, no dirt. Nothing that's really of substance. Law enforcement, bad. Part two, they didn't do something right. You know what I mean? If there was anything, if she can talk about the LiDAR. This is how I know it's bullshit. They're considering having Doug on.
Yeah.
So that's all I need to say.
Duty Ron.
Yeah, they're going to have Duty Ron and Doug on. Listen, I could go down to literally a circus, like we were talking about, and find somebody who's like a rodeo clown, and they would probably know more and be more interesting. What are those guys going to contribute? Ty Corbin will tell you. That Doug prick raised a ton of money. It never went up there. Like, that's kind of low. Like, I mean, yeah, he sent him a GoPro, and that's cool and all that, and they can use that. But, like, why didn't he go up there and actually investigate when it was not freezing?
See, and I was watching that show when he was
hard to
raising
figure
that
out.
money. He raised thousands of dollars for the shit, too, on those shows.
Oh, yeah. We got the numbers.
And then he fucking bitched about Ty, trying to say Ty stole a fucking GoPro. He's still saying that shit.
I was on that stream too when he told Ty he could have it, so I don't understand that either. I was listening to all that. A lot of these people were, because I've seen like that KCL lady. She was over there on Doug's Forever as well during that whole time.
Yeah, they're gonna. I'm sure in that law enforcement. I don't know the whole layout of that county, but I got to imagine that when something's hours away, like it's probably not an easy job. It's not like a hard job like being a cop in New Orleans, but like it's not that kind of thing, but it's got to be a spread out. Like, I mean, I always respect law enforcement. That's my initial reaction until they give me a reason not to. So, I mean, I don't know everything that's up there, but the fact of the matter is they kind of have had their time. It's not like, oh, this happened right before winter, and now what? Fuck, we got to wait. This happened in May. You know what I mean? Spring, summer, fall. I mean, like, and the guys out there, like, actively out there, like Ty and Lance.
Right.
Like, going all kinds of places. And I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch every ounce of search of them and this and that. But she's going to go search and have some big news in February? Why wasn't she out there searching with Ty Corbin?
Why wasn't she searching all the time?
Telling those guys not to search.
Yeah.
Well, and like she said on that interview, she said that they've been out there all winter. But we would have heard about it. Somebody would have said something if they saw Candace or her family out there all winter time.
Looks like she had a tan. Like
I mean, I guess they could reveal something on that show. Like, this guy is, I mean, obviously law enforcement, we would know. But the only thing they can really reveal on that show that we don't know is they already have a body.
Yeah, but don't you think that would have been?
What could it be?
I don't believe it.
That would have came out because they don't.
That's what I'm saying. But like, if it was a crime, wouldn't we have heard about it?
Yeah.
We would have to know about it.
Right.
And And if they did find a body and they're going to wait till February for that TV show, that's low. So, I mean, we could speculate all day, but it's like, it just leads back to a bunch of bullshit. And look at the characters we're dealing with up there. Look at her track record.
True. Right. So I believe that, yeah, they may have the right guy, but, they don't have a body.
I think somebody helped him. I always have. I still think somebody helped him. And I think his initials are KW. I've thought that from day one, and I still think that somebody with the initials of KW helped that fucker. I don't care what anybody says.
That's the thing that's maddening about that whole original Irish Rose thing, who was on Jim's show. If she has audio tape of Kurt Wadsworth blabbering that he's gay and that he's Dylan was the love of his life, she just screwed that audience, or Jim Terry's audience, or she's lying. That's why that is so upsetting and frustrating because, then why even tell us? And this is something that happened in September. And she's going to tell me the difference of RN and this and that on. I don't care.
Well, and Mr. X, I'll tell you why I think Kurt was involved somehow. Because when I listened to that Crime Time with Jess months ago, when she had him on there, before she hid the video and put it behind her paywall, or she did deleted it or whatever she did, he was on there talking about that type of shit, how him and Dylan had gone out to the farm and they saw Brenner in his potato truck or a seed truck, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
And there was a big confrontation, and then she kind of changed the subject and cut it all off. And she put that and she hid it behind her paywall. She might have even deleted it by now. But
hold on one second. He's talking about saying, and Ty saying, like let's say the big reveal is they charge Brenner, like Ty saying. Right. Here's what most people are going to say. Who the fuck is that? They don't know. Most people, I mean, outside this, 4,000 or 5,000 people that watch this, they don't know who that guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Even the guy who was in Las Vegas that was at I'm trying to think the name of it, near the Crazy Horse 2, who was kind of like a pseudo celebrity, Buffalo Bob or whatever. Yeah, like he's at least known. Now people from Montello in that situation people know the name Jim Brenner now, but this guy was like a local celebrity, was part of wrestling and this and that, and I had never even heard of him. And I've been by that place 50 times. I didn't know who he was. Like, is the big reveal being a Jim Brenner? Like, is that going to push a needle on Paramount Plus?
Well, and this is the thing, Mr. X. A lot of these people keep saying that they're going to charge Brenner with the crime, right? But what evidence do they really have? Yeah, they have like the phone pings and the phone shit, but that doesn't prove that he did anything. You know what I mean? It's all bullshit at the end of the day, unless he says something or he actually confesses to anything.
I'm very confused because I don't understand what you can get. What can you get in the dead of winter that Ty Corbin and them wouldn't have picked up in June, July, August, September, when it was like closer to the event happening? And I don't know when they started, but it's like February when it's snowing out. I mean, okay. I mean, unless somebody just said, "Hey, listen, I give it up. Here's what happened."
Yeah, I still think it was dude's daughter took him.
It very well could have been.
You know what I'd like to hear? This is what I keep saying, Ty. This is what I'm hearing. He's alive. He's in San Francisco. He's in the Castro section. He's over here. That would be great, but I don't think that's the case.
Wouldn't that be a fucking trip, though?
Well, and I remember early on there was a lot of what's his name? Justin Rounds was saying that people were saying that they had him in Mexico and that you were holding him hostage and all that shit. But I think he said he never followed up on any of that. He just ignored it like it was, a prank or whatever.
When we interviewed him, he said I don't think they ever. Kurt Wadsworth said that they didn't even come and ask him any questions. Like, I was on the show when Jim was interviewing him. I didn't have much to say to Kurt Wadsworth, but what do I know about him? But he said that the cops hadn't even come and interviewed him. I mean, I don't know. I just see a lot of bullshit surrounding that stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of opportunities.
I don't know.
A lot of missed
Absolutely.
opportunities.
There's just nothing there unless you're going to beat the ground like those guys have been doing in search, or somebody says something. I mean, what else could it be?
Well, and this is the part I found really odd and why I think somebody else is involved. Because when Kurt was talking about how Dylan lived at his trailer and that he was tired of Dylan bringing in mud and dirt on his floors all the time, he would make Dylan take his boots off before he came in the fucking house. And what's the only thing they found of the kids? His boots. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's a coincidence, maybe not. But I just think it's odd.
Maybe Brenner didn't want to get mud on his horse.
I don't think he used a horse, to be honest. I really don't.
Hey guys, I'm still here, by the way.
What's up, Johnny?
It hasn't came yet.
5.
I think honestly, if anything, he used that wash and knocked the, you know, that fucking wash is massive. So if anything, like you said, you can just put somebody there and knock off a big piece of that edge.
I think he might be under some pipes that are that were open at the time. He might be underneath all that, and then it's all buried up.
I mean, is there a crime, or is there a body?
There's neither.
Okay.
Well, they said
Who
there's
did
a
it?
crime. They said there's a crime because they said that there's a criminal investigation. So there'd have to be a crime somewhere. We've never heard of one or seen one or anything like that. Or
Well, this
have
is an
evidence of
investigation.
one.
Doesn't mean there's a crime. It means they suspect there's a crime.
But if any of these things that I'm saying are happening, I'm just trying to rationalize this. I mean, I'm no expert on this subject because I know Jim or anything. But I just sat around during these interviews during the last 6 months. So, I mean, that's my relationship to it. I've sat on a panel with him when I heard him. But I just don't understand. Like, wouldn't we have heard something? Wouldn't that make some kind of a news?
I don't know. Unless they have something, they're waiting on results for something. Takes a while to get forensic stuff done.
Yeah, but 9 months? Isn't that how long it's been or more? It's an awful long time.
It is.
And if they did, you know, if they do have this information, let's say they do have some kind of forensic that took some time or whatever it is, they're going to wait for a TV show? Like they're going to, I mean,
they're definitely not waiting for a TV show.
Like, what wouldn't you want to say? Hey, listen, anybody who's his friends, anybody who, you know, family, anybody who's this, or maybe they've done that privately. I don't know. Yeah, he's dead, and we found him. No, we're gonna announce it on Paramount Plus. What's the next thing gonna do? Tiny Tim gonna get married on the fucking Carson show? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, that would be its own cause of action and liability because there's people out there putting themselves at risk looking for them. If they know the answer to it, they should call off all searches and make it public.
But they have told people don't search.
But then they said,
Crimson, excuse me, Crimson, thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, thank you, Crimson.
And the delivery's finally there, so he's missing it. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. Propane's going out again.
That's back.
I guess I get upset because I hear these things about, you know, hear all these YouTubers that have videos on the Kylie Rodney, and it's just like a discussion. Like, we're talking generators tonight, but that's not life or death. And, you know, these people, all these true crime YouTubers, the worst one is fucking Doug.
They're all fucking idiots.
They're horrible. They're not involved. Like, and I'm not counting guys like Ty Corbin who were like physically involved and walking around. I'm talking about jackasses like that. That's why I don't really get into it. You know,
talking about the conspiracy guys. Those
like their channel is they're a jackass in the UK, and they're going to use Google Maps and they're going to tell somebody about something, or you know, like Shaq Lady had something, and like she's going to do something. Like, if you haven't gone up there or you haven't interviewed or been involved with every person that's in, like, you're not really involved.
Yeah.
You know,
you probably had some pretty good luck, you know, Googling and finding the address for your old principal or something. So now you're an online investigator and you've got it all.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Hello, how you guys, everybody doing?
We can barely hear you, Sloth.
Thank God.
Good night, Crimson.
Good night, Crimson.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, Crimson. You have a good night.
One of those people
Honey,
going on there talking about it all day.
Crimson gave you $20. Tell her thank you for she leaves.
Yeah.
What's that?
She gave you $20.
Oh, Crimson, before you leave, I got a super sticker. A super sticker coming in at $20. Thank you so much, Crimson. Getting sleepy, Johnny. I love you all. Have a great night. And we got a call coming in.
Who could it be?
Hello, who is this?
Hi, this is Mike.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad you called in. How's everything going?
I hate Arkansas.
Me too.
Why?
Because I think she has an Adam's apple.
Ugh.
No, she don't.
You might.
Well, what's going on there?
Oh, they're just talking about. What were you guys talking about, by the way?
Amazon.
Oh, just the Candace Cooley thing, and how they have some kind of big second announcement. And I'm just saying that they're kind of wasting everybody's time.
I think what the second announcement is going to end up being is something against the cops. I don't
Right.
think the announcement's going to be like, we found Dylan's wallet in his trailer. It's, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be the cops did this, the cops did that. There's one thing I know unequivocally about Candace Cooley. When she doesn't like you, she hates you forever, and she will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. She don't like the cops don't trust her. Ty Corbin said, when they found Dylan's phone, they looked at everybody there, including him and her ex-husband, Dylan's dad, and said, don't tell your ex-wife. So the rest of the family, if not Justin, knows more than she does. It's been that way from the beginning, but he ain't going to tell her that. They don't believe me, but that's what happened. And I believe that she hates that sheriff's department because it's an in thing to do. And, she doesn't want to take any responsibility. She never went there before this. She never went to that farm. She had Jim Brenner living on her property. So I don't think they have very much other than they might have some revelation about the cops being bad. That's why it's a two-part series.
So Jim, when you were done with it, like let's just say you were no longer working on it. When was that? Like late June?
I don't know the date, but just say 14 days after they hired me.
So when the kid went missing May 28th, right?
They really don't know when he went missing. There's no definitive date, but around that time, yes, give or take.
And then you came on like a week after that.
I came on I came on about 4 days after that, but I had been talking with him since the second day they were really actively looking for him. I actually talked to the mother before she ever even, or the family before they ever were really down there to any length of time. They didn't hire me until so here's what was the home run. I said, have you called the phone? And they said, yes, we're calling his phone continuously. It's going right to voicemail. It's turned off. I said, have you FaceTimed it? He said, we never thought of that. They FaceTime it rang 11 times. And they said, well, we told the mother that, somebody told us to do this. And she says, oh, that's stupid. That doesn't mean anything. And I says, well, either he's alive out there and he's using Wi-Fi so you can't track his cell phone calls, or that phone is still connecting to something. Just doesn't make sense. They says, yeah, well, just be prepared. This mother thinks that this is a stupid idea and that doesn't mean anything. And she thinks this and she thinks that. And I says, okay, we'll work on it. And they says, we're going to hire you. They said, we hired a private investigator years ago to help find our biological parents. Because let's not forget, Dylan Rounds is not blood to those people, just his parents, not the grandparents. Grandparents adopted their children, who were only half brother and sister. So technically, Dylan Rounds' grandparents are not the people that we know of.
Right.
So not that that means anything, but, it does,
Hey, Jim, how did you get onto the case? How did you learn about the case in the first place?
Somebody that was following a lot of these things that knows that I solved a case up there involving Anthony Smith, which, by the way, is far more interesting than this case. There's a boy that went missing out of Boise, Idaho, named Anthony Smith. If you Google that flyer, you'll see it. Anthony Smith missing out of Boise.
Missing out of
his mom was Boise. So this was August 14, 2020. Let's see. I think that was Anthony Michael Smith went missing. Right. Have you seen Anthony Michael Smith? And he was a kid that went missing out of Boise, Idaho. He actually ran away, and I found him in a militia camp, like an actual militia camp of white supremacy in Michigan. I followed him through what's called black death metal chat rooms. That's how they found him, and they went out to Boise and picked him up and brought him back to this militia camp in Michigan. So that case granted me some underground following. And somebody called me and said, there's a similar case of the boy missing in that neck of the woods. And Idaho doesn't really have a licensing for private eyes. The family was based out of Idaho. My job was not to find them. My job was to look into some things and find out and see if I could get a hold of Chase Venstra. That's how it started. I talked to the family for about 2 or 3 days. The father technically hung up on me. I called the parents first. They put their cell phone numbers on the original flyer, mom and dad. Mom never picked up. Dad hung up on me in mid-sentence. I talked to the aunt and uncle, and they go, yeah, he's a whack job. He's a hothead. Mom's a whack job. Dad's a hothead. They're not together. And this is going to go bad. And I talked to them for a day or two, let it go for a day, talked to them for a day or two. And they hired me after,
When he hung up on you, what were you saying to him? Like, what's the mid-sentence? Did he hang you? Say, hey, my name's Jim, and it's click?
I called the mother. She didn't pick up. I called the other name on the flyer. It was the father. I said, Mr. Rounds, this is James Terry. I'm a private investigator based out of Biloxi, Mississippi. I know exactly what I said. Based out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Some people told me about your case and sent me your information. Some people with a, I don't know if they were from my YouTube channel. I forget all the people that sent it to me, but I've solved some cases in your area, and I think I can help you. But I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the case. And if for nothing else, maybe I could give you a nickel's worth of free advice to help you. For example, what else is missing? Who was he hanging around with when he went missing? I might be able to help you. And if you take a few minutes to talk to me, maybe I could at least give you some advice as to where to go. And he hung up on me.
Mr. Jim, do you know who Arizona Traveler is?
Yeah, I've talked to him before.
I see in my chat. I see in my chat room that Doug is making threats towards him.
Doug has been making threats to everybody. He threatened to do bodily harm to me and sent it on a voicemail probably about 45 minutes ago.
Really?
Doug's losing his channel. He also talked about Danielle and how we made up all these lies and there's some big revelation coming tomorrow. Let me tell you what Doug is. Doug is an uneducated individual who had something going good on YouTube that would at least keep him, it was better than him being like a shift manager at a Denny's. I mean, what would Doug be doing if there was no YouTube? He'd be like the wittiest guy at Home Depot. So he really does not have any job skills. He has no real talent. And he gets on YouTube, and he's got enough of a following because he's been doing it for long enough to eke by with high rent and child support. With kids, by the way, that Danielle says are not even allowed to spend the night with him. So the deal is this. He goes on there, and his channel had been shut off and was dead because he was going to do revenge porn on some women. And so he was gone. His channel had died. Now, I was on his channel about 4 or 5 years ago. My first interactions with Doug was about 5, 6 years ago. It's not, 3, 4 years ago. It was not 9 months ago. So I got on his channel with this case. I was on with Michaela Nelson, some other cases, and the Dylan Rounds thing took off. And him and I had pretty good rapport. And then I was on a couple of other channels that didn't like him and didn't like me. And they were women's channels that were like, fuck Doug. He wants to send girls nude photos out there that send him photos and all this. So they didn't like him. Well, the fact that they didn't like him, but I was giving him the great information because I was still working, on cases and on that case, catapulted his channel back. I mean, we basically brought him from dirt. He was done. And then that just ramped him up and it saved him. He knows that.
So, Jim, is it true that some lady, because I remember months ago, there was a lady that kept coming in the chat saying that Doug, she had to go on witness protection program away from him. Is that true? There was a lady talking about it in his chat room.
So here's the deal. Well, she didn't go in the witness protection against Doug. I spoke with that lady. She went into witness, and it's not witness protection because she wasn't in a witness. She went in. There's a certain thing you can do, and I forget what it's called. I've had a couple of these phone calls where you can go to the police station, and if you have documentation of a very threatening human being, they can keep your number from being public. Basically, the mail, it's not a public deal. And I forget what it's called, but, you know, if you're somebody who's got an ex that's been beating the shit out of you for 20 years and he's still at large out there, or they, you know, or whatever, you could do that. This woman had that. She walked in the room and some Mexican dude that she had a baby with was trying to strangle the kid. Or maybe he was Samoan. Same thing. So basically what happened was this woman got that kind of a restraining order and protection from the police to stay hidden. She became a mod for Doug. Doug threatened to put all her information out there, which would then allow that man to know who she is. That's where that comes from.
Wow.
And the problem is a lot of these women, some of them very desperate. Now, back when Danielle, before she got heavy, she was, before she gained the weight in her face, was dating this guy. He was getting a lot of halfway decent chicks. He was also dating a chick in Mississippi, not dating her, but talking to a chick in Mississippi who was married for like 30 years to some guy. She was like 65, and she sent him pictures of her tits. He threatened to call her husband when she didn't want to be a mod anymore. Their relationship broke down. It says, I'm going to send these pictures of your tits that you sent to me to your husband. So he also threatened to put him out on a site, and I think he did put some YouTube shows. He did, I think, put pictures of people's tits out there. He had about a half a dozen girls call me that all said the same story.
Danielle is saying that he did do that.
Yeah, and don't forget, Jim, Doug tried to do the First Amendment auditor thing where he would show up at hospitals and he tried to do the Bullhorn Betty thing where he was like.
Wait, Danielle said what?
That you're right, that he did put that information, porn bomb, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and then there's one lady that actually had a picture of Doug's prick. He sent his picture of his prick when he was living in a van. He used to live in a van. And I begged her for that picture. Begged her for it. Because I was going to put it on a T-shirt. And, it was called Me and My Prick. And then I was going to have a picture of each girl, Danielle, and call it Chicks with Dicks. And the girl had it, but she was so scared of Doug continuing to contact her husband. Now, she never had sex with Doug or had an affair, but she did send Doug. I mean, this chick was 65. She looked pretty good. So she has a picture of Doug's dick and just wouldn't send it to me. But she described it. That's how I knew Danielle was telling the truth. When Danielle started describing Doug's dick, it was the same cock that the lady in Mississippi was describing.
Jim Terry, Dick Forensic Investigator.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I mean, that's how they got Michael Jackson, right? I mean, that's how they got. Listen, if a kid says he's molested or a woman says she's raped, she's like, yeah. Like, well, what did the guy's dick look like?
Right.
It
was all blotchy. It had white spots.
He had a giant mole on his yam bag. Well, if you can describe somebody's cock, the chances are you've seen it if nobody else has. That's how they get them. That's why what they'll do is they'll embarrass. That's what they did to Michael Jackson. They made him pull
Do you
down his
remember that
pants.
interview with Michael Jackson? He's like, they took pictures of my penis.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing ever.
Yep.
Stephen Michael Jackson.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Doug is just, he is what he is. He's a parasite. In Crime and Justice, there's a real interesting story with her.
What is it?
Bill?
She got 2 tattoos of Doug's show on her body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The best call ever was when I called and he was giving me shit and I had never fired on him. It was the first time I ever gave Doug some shit. And I called up and him and Crime and Justice were on the show and I just obliterated him and she started screaming and crying at me.
Yeah, you lost some of those subs over that. I was like, dude, Jim's subs are gone. And I was like, yeah, the subs that are gone are the fucking just hater ones that are just, It doesn't mean anything. I think it's like 150 people or 100 people.
She had a pillow in the background for months of her dead kid. Like, you know how you could put a picture of like your horse or your dog on a pillow? She had a picture of a baby. And I had asked her one time, who is that? And she said, that's a picture of my deceased kid. And Doug was making up lies. He was calling me a pedophile. She would go along with it, like, yeah, we need to do this. And I was always somewhat nice to her. I was always really, I don't even know what, I heard that they had fucked her one time, but I don't think that's true now. And the thing is I asked her, I says, hey, I says, well, listen, just do me one favor. I says, then I won't come back on the show anymore. And he goes, what? And I says, why don't you sell, I think I said, why don't you sell me that pillow?
Right.
And she exploded. And then the pillow was gone for like a week. And then it came back, and then it was gone. She lives in a trailer somewhere in the central Tennessee.
You know what's funny about her though? She's the co-host, and she never. Every time she goes to say something, Doug straight interrupts her, and then the only words that she does say is right, right, right. If you count every 30 seconds, I think she says right.
Probably about, yeah.
I mean, we know that Danielle's a pretty even-keeled woman. You know what I mean? Say what you will about her, but she's not a fly-off-the-handle type person. She seems to be pretty even-headed. She's got a job. She's not on YouTube because it's her career or making money for that or any of that kind of bullshit. And I think that we would, like, if some of these crazies that have called us, Jim, you know, we would be like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's them. We know it's not Danny. We know, and the stuff she says checks out. By the way, Doug also tried to do some kind of recent restraining order that he didn't show up for. I'm sure Danny could talk about that, but he tried to do a recent one on her, which he didn't even show up for his own.
Yeah, I knew that he tried to file a restraining order on her, and I contacted her and told her. That's how I got a hold of Danielle, and I was like, hey, listen, you know, and she was very thankful. She offered to blow me and everything, and I was like, no.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
She's nice like that.
Your head is too big and heavy at this point. Hey, where's PZ?
In the shower.
Why?
Is he naked?
Because we're getting ready to go. He's getting ready to go on a dinner date.
PZ is?
Yeah, he's gonna go out with his best friend, his best friend's a girl, and they're gonna go have dinner together tonight at 9.
Where are they going? Sizzler?
I don't know.
Hey, sisters are
I thought
shit.
PZ was into dudes.
He is, but his best friend's is a lesbian.
Is he gonna bang her?
Is she hot?
No, he ain't gonna bang her. They don't
Is
get
she
down
hot?
like that.
Is
He
she
got a
look
dick,
like
don't he?
Or is she hot?
No, she's pretty.
What's her name?
I can't do that.
You got to get her on the show.
Yeah, it's Nance.
I'll try.
Tell her to get in the show, and I'm going to have PZ put things in the toilet. And her, here's my dream. Here's my new thing. Here's what I want to do. And this might be a way Stiffy can make a few dollars. I'd like to take about 5 giant pickles and put them in the toilet, and people bob for them.
Nasty.
Call it bobbing for. We think we have a lady that's willing to fish them out with her hands, but we want someone to fish them out with her teeth.
That is gross.
Either that or somebody takes a dump in a urinal.
That's nasty.
What?
That's nasty. Ooh.
Robbie will do it.
Where's Robbie? Robbie was here a while ago.
Robbie was here earlier, but he's gone now.
Bounce?
Yeah, he's I heard Robbie went out to dinner, and I heard he only eats like a little small handful of food, and then he doesn't even take a real shit. It's like rabbit turds. Like he shits out tricks. That's what I heard.
Nasty.
I've heard that.
Ew.
He's back. There he is. Just Robbie's there.
Hey, there he is.
He says, fuck no, I wouldn't.
I think he's always listening in the background.
Yeah.
Spine and shit.
No, I think his boyfriend probably put him on timeout.
Just Mike to do that. He'll go bobbing for pickles.
Speaking of Danielle, I heard she's single. I think that guy's gone.
No.
Yeah, she hasn't been coming on shows with him. He's never heard from it, like in about
Just
a
the other
month.
day, she had a show with him.
She did?
Yeah, well, not like the other day, but
And, you know, Willoughby, man, she keeps on.
Who's Wildebeest?
Willoughby,
Who
she
the
keeps on
Wildebeest?
using my content, man.
where?
Who? Wildebeest?
Weedleby is who you're talking about.
Willoughby, yeah.
She.
Oh,
Yeah, her husband
Weedleby.
and her. She's like 400 pounds, and I think her husband's like a slow adult or something. Somebody told me he eats slices of his own duty.
Ugh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Does he microwave them?
Guess what, Jim? Guess what, Jim? In the chat room, it says always Chains or Allison says I got over 100 people in my chat room tonight on a Saturday night.
Yep, that's good, and it wasn't even a super planned show. And you know what? You're not showing yourself. If you guys would show yourself, the numbers always go up. If you'd average 140. For some reason, when people show themselves, the numbers go up. It's more to watch than just listen. You know what I mean? People that are just floating by come on the show. You know what I mean? I seem to think that helps out tremendously. But I mean, yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, to show.
I showed myself yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, we showed ourselves.
Yeah,
but you're talking about like having a whole show like that.
A whole show with our faces on there, right? Jim?
Correct, like Ruben Sanchez just did, yes.
Like this?
Continuously.
Like that, continuously. Look at it. We just jumped to 100 more again.
Hey, Jim, do you think Nance is a dude or a woman?
Do I what?
Do you think Nance is a woman or a dude?
That might be a dude. It's hard to tell.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. The reason why we asked you that, and I know different, you know, she ain't a dude, but Equalizer told her to say something, and she goes, "Hey, bro, are you wanting to fuck?"
Oh, God.
This sounds like a dude.
It was like she didn't have to struggle to make that voice neither.
I think she transitioned.
What are these pictures? What are these pictures of Ruben Sanchez in a leg with a hole in it and stuff? I saw bits and pieces of that. What was that?
Go ahead, Ruben.
That's my leg. That's my a couple days after my accident.
From a while ago?
Yeah, it was a couple days after my accident, 2011.
After his accident.
Wow. It was bad. It was way worse than I thought it was. That was brutal.
Ruben, you want me to show it again, Ruben?
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
Yeah, let me see it. I only saw like one or two. It looked like it's just a giant hole.
And it goes.
Surgery, or was that like the puncture mark from it?
There was no puncture marks. It was flesh eating something that ate from the inside out.
Wait, what?
Here you go. Here's the first one.
It
Here's
ate from the inside of my leg out.
There's the first.
Was it like a bacteria, or what ate it from the inside out? What ate it? What was in there?
Nothing. They don't know. The only thing, the closest thing that they said that they thought it would be is from the impact and of the forklift from the wall and my leg between it, that it just killed all the cells or whatever inside my knee or whatever, and the dead cells are just got infected and ate to the outside. But I can't hear you.
Nasty.
That's a whole. Yeah.
I heard it. He said you can fuck it.
You could have, yeah.
Oh, MJ couldn't see it. Let me show it again.
What the hell is this MRSA?
You could have put a golf ball in and you wouldn't have been able to see it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Doctor would be like, "Whoa!" He's like, "I don't know how those got in there." That's what I would have.
Hey, Ruben, that's not like that now, right, bro?
No, actually, the scar is about the size of a nickel.
Equalizer, you sound like you're eating Skittles over there.
Fuck?
No, I'm just taking some medication that I got to take so I don't die.
Oh.
No, they put a wound vac, so they stuffed the sterilized gauze in there and shit. And for like the first week, they changed it out every hour. And the wound vac, it sucks all this shit out, promotes the healing from the inside out. And I had that thing on for I think 9 months. So they couldn't do any surgery. They couldn't, they were going to put titanium rods in my leg and all that bullshit. And they never did because of that hole. By the time that hole healed, my bones had fused together, and they really didn't want to go back in and break them.
And just like that, Ruben Sanchez turned into a 3-hole.
That's right.
Now, you can walk now, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he can walk
That's
now.
Amazing. That's absolutely amazing. That's terrible, man. God, is that bad? And then did you lose feeling in the leg?
Part of my shin, yeah.
So you got like an iron shin now. You could kick it and punch it, you wouldn't feel it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, I don't know if there's a picture of the external fixator, which kept my leg straight, you know what I mean, the whole entire time. And there's 2 rods that drilled into my thigh and 2 that are drilled into my shin. One of them that was into my shin, got loose and shit and caused an infection. I didn't send those pictures. Those are the kind of fucking gnarly and shit.
People are saying you're lucky you didn't lose your leg. Were you close to losing?
Oh,
your
yeah,
leg?
like 4 different times they told me I was, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and when I first got there, they said it was a 90% chance I was going to lose my leg. And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm still alive. Then they were like, okay, yeah, we're going to do the titanium bullshit. And then the next day I woke up, they were like, there's like about 5 doctors in there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, you don't feel this? And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And they got a mirror and they showed me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they were poking and prodding, and I couldn't feel even anything that they were doing. And they did a bunch of tests and stuff, and they don't know exactly that. The closest thing is the impact killing the cells inside my leg.
Jeez, that's fucking terrible, man. Golly, that's horrible. Well, at least it worked out now. But even, can you run?
No.
So you just
In
waddle?
the pool. In the pool, I can.
Can you? I mean, but you can walk, right?
Yeah, I can walk. I have to.
Like, how far can you walk? Can you walk around the block? We could walk around the mall, or do you have one of them little Lark scooters?
No. I have crutches and I have canes and shit like that, or I really don't use them too much, but I can
How do
walk.
you get around? I mean, how do you go to the mall and walk around? Grocery shopping and stuff. What do you do?
I bullshit right here on YouTube now. No, I can walk, but I can't walk long distances. I have to stop, take breaks and shit like that. And
why? Because the leg hurts?
Yeah.
Why don't you just cut it off and get something cool like a peg, like a pirate?
I thought about it. I actually really did think about it, but I was like, well,
listen, if you
this is
get
what I
rid of
asked
that
for.
fucking leg, I want it.
I know you would.
pay for that.
I'll sign it for you if I was.
If I got his leg, I would grill that fucker. You know what I'd do? I would take it, I'd put it on a spit, I'd grill it, I'd leave it out in the woods for coyotes and then film it.
Make chili and give it to homeless people.
That was Jim, y'all. He hung up, guys.
That's funny.
All right.
Hey, guys, I want to share something with you. Everybody has been a real treat here tonight. It's been real, and I've been going on for 3 hours now, and
it's not enough.
And I gotta hang it. I gotta call it a night, fellas. I gotta call it a night. And
going out to dinner?
Yeah, I'm going out to dinner.
Where are you guys going?
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go get Taco Bell for myself, but the other two are gonna go out and have dinner somewhere else.
What?
Yeah, I don't like going out because of the C word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My uncle just died from that.
And so I was thinking about getting me some chicken. Now we got 102 people in the chat room.
I know.
And you're trying to close the doors on them. Poor people.
No, I'm not. We've been going on here.
I'm just kidding, Johnny.
We've been going on for 3 hours. Mr. X, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just watching the end of SummerSlam.
Oh, SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
I'm sorry, Royal Rumble. You're right.
Well, I just want to say, guys, thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for coming over here tonight. Until next time, we'll be coming on live tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will be about 6:30, and we're going to celebrate Mrs. Blue Diamond's birthday.
Yeah.
And now, everybody, please make a cupcake if you can, or make a cake if you can, and let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her dinner. I mean, her breakfast, or her birthday cake wishes tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'm gonna try to set up my DJ stuff so I can get on there. Chicka wah wah, happy birthday! Chicka wah wah, happy birthday! Chicka wah wah, happy birthday!
Blue Diamond says, Johnny, are we on tomorrow?
Yes, we are on tomorrow. We are on tomorrow.
More importantly, 40 of you pricks haven't hit the like button.
Yeah, let me hit it.
What's
If that
up with
means
that?
anything, I'll do it.
Thank you, Mr. X, for hitting the like button. Hey, guys, you guys come on in, hit that like button if you want to. It'll help the channel out. It'll help the channel grow. And do me one other favor. Smash that subscribe button on the way out. And, guys, I appreciate you coming in again tonight. And Mrs. T, thank you. And don't forget about Mrs. T. Let's keep on watching those videos over and over and over and over and over again. So we can get her watch hour time, and let's get her subscribe. Go over there and hit that subscribe button. Miss T, we all love you over here. And
Go live,
good night.
go live guidance.
Please just don't fall asleep again, Miss T, on me.
Yeah, Miss T, don't fall. Miss T, are you gonna have an after show right now, Miss T?
Go live.
You gonna go live, Miss T?
Equalizer
It is Saturday night, and these people are not tired yet. Look at Crimson. Crimson came back in.
Hey.
Crimson came back in. Hey, Crimson. Well, until next time, this is Johnny. This is Johnny, and this is King Samoan. This is Ruben, Mr. X, Arkansas, and Mr. Equalizer. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
God bless.
Peace.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Night.
Good night.